treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Don't miss the latest episode of The Blue Review with me, Greg Bergman, and Marcus Grant, talking all things Dodger baseball. Be part of the ESPN LA Blue Crew, 6:30 a.m. on the ESPN LA YouTube channel.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the...
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
It is Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr and Sweet Tea. Travis Rogers. This is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. For your Thursday, May 28th, here we go, the No Stress Sports Talk Express.
I'm a chivato.
We'll talk Dodgers. I'm sure more Lakers. As we get ready, we'll walk you up to Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. Spurs Thunder tonight. You'll hear it here on 7:10 a.m. and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, yesterday on the show, Function Lover was sitting in for Producer Aura. Producer Aura is back, by the way. And the thought of a 710 barber came up.
That doesn't look Marco got the Doc Rivers fade, man.
No. Not anymore.
Not today.
Not today.
No, this is Marcus Smart. 95, baby. Come on. Come on. Yeah, once a month haircut.
We have a barber up here. You know, can we get somebody? There's plenty of room.
A 710 barber?
There's a room right there.
A 710 barber, huh? I mean, maybe now Sliwa will finally come back.
Oh.
See, that was done for the funny of it all.
Why don't you shut up?
Producer Morris here, Young D, producer DeAndre, DeMarco, Travis, the social team in the back, and you. Let's do it. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Your Thursday afternoon right now.
I'm confused, DeMarco.
What's up?
Sliwa was bald. Why would Sliwa want a barber?
I think that's the joke.
Oh.
Sliwa, the bald barber, I guess. Yeah, I'm telling you, it would be cool if we had a barber here, right? Wouldn't that be cool?
I wouldn't mind it.
Would you avail yourself of the barber, or do you have to, the barber have to earn your trust?
Well, I'd let DeAndre go first.
Nah.
Yeah, you know.
Let me go. I understand that cutting my hair is different than cutting yours.
Yeah.
I understand that, but if he can just kind of do the basic thing, does that give you a little bit of feel?
You know, I may walk point. I mean, it's not that hard to fade, right? You know, I just won't go back. And if it's bad, just cut it off. I'll go bald. We'll start over.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it'd be cool to have a barber in the back. Be nice. Yeah.
What does he do on the days when he's not trimming us all up? Just
He
kind of hang
works
out and
someplace
shoot
else.
the breeze?
Like,
no, if he's going to be here, he's got to be here every day.
He'll
Like
be
it's
here-
an in-house barber.
Okay, or like Monday and Friday, he shows up.
There you go.
Yeah, he handles your hair on Monday. That way, there's no overlap.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, there you go.
Everybody gets what they're looking for.
Exactly.
That's
yes.
right.
See,
Everybody
it
gets,
works.
Like your days, it would be very chatty in there, and
There you
everybody would
go.
be having long discussions. Me, it would be perfectly silent with the TV on,
Bang,
nobody
bang,
saying
bang,
a word.
boom. There
It
you
would
go.
be-
See,
everybody
everybody's
gets what they
happy.
want.
Yes. Same guy.
Does your barber give you a drink?
No, the one that I left tried.
Yeah.
Like they had drinks, they had all this stuff. No,
Yeah.
the one I go to, no, it's no nonsense.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of comments.
I've always kind of wanted to go. I've only been in one place where they offered, and I wasn't quite sure what the etiquette was, so I declined. And then the next guy came in. He's like, "Oh yeah, sounds good." I'm like, "Those guys look like they're having a really good time." I felt like I'd missed an opportunity.
I think if you gave me an actual drink, I would fall asleep in the chair.
That's okay. Oh, I
You
guess
don't
your
fall
head would
asleep
go down.
already?
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't fall asleep already?
Nah, I'm monitoring what's going on.
You're chatting too, right?
A little bit, but
Yeah.
I want to make sure you're hitting both sides.
Exactly. Don't be pushing my hairline back, man.
Right. And, and I'm listening for that. That means there was a mistake. Right.
Yeah, I've never fallen asleep, but I close my eyes for most of it.
Yeah. But I just worry, I might lean into something. Next thing you know, I got a mohawk.
Yeah. I have to put the seat nice and low too, because my barber's short.
Yeah.
Oh, you're tall, crap.
Yeah, so I have to slouch, and they have to put the chair all the way down.
Are your hands on the armrest?
No, they're under the little
They're
tarp.
under. Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't like when the hair falls onto my little smock thing.
Right.
I like to bat it off from underneath.
I got you.
Like
have you ever put your hands on the armrest for the barber?
I have, yes.
And every now and then you turn and you hit that. Yeah. Well, he's cutting your hair. Right, and it becomes uncomfortable for just a half second.
For him, probably more than for
you.
you.
Just make sure. So I start here and just leave it there. Yeah, there you go.
You're going in a straitjacket.
Just start here.
Hang out in there.
There you go.
Like it's the end of the world.
If the phone rings, sorry, can't get it.
That's too good. That is too good. So we get game 6 coming up here in just a little bit.
I think OKC closed them out.
Why do you think so?
Because I think Shea Butter is what they call him now. I think SGA shows up tonight and shows why he's the 2-time MVP, and because he really hasn't had a moment yet.
Not in this series.
Yeah, I mean, and he could steal every headline.
Sure.
Like, you forgot about me talking about him. He's going home. Here I am going to New York.
Aren't you worried about the future kids all learning how to flop?
Oh my God, that was so wild. So wild. I mean, I don't think you can really emulate his style.
Well, first of all, you can't do what he does. If everybody could do what he does, more people would do what he does. That's why he's the MVP. He's the best at that. Does he foul hunt? Yeah. Is he the best at it? Absolutely. Can he get to the rim and finish? Yes. Can he shoot in the mid-range? Yes. Like, he's a terrific player.
There's an art form to that. Like, it's the same as a receiver going up and contorting his body.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting you in position to where you're off balance, where he can initiate contact and get the foul. That's not easy to do. It's just frustrating. You know what I mean? When he gets you off balance, when he beats you to a spot, and then he's up and you're off and you touch and he gets the foul. That is a skill, and it sucks. It's not very much fun to watch.
That's it right there.
But it's super effective, and his team loves it.
That's it right there. And this is where, not to get too philosophical here, but this is the push-pull of trying to win a game, trying to win championships, and trying to put on a product that people want to watch on TV and pay money to go sit in the arena and watch. This is why when the Spurs were kind of the pioneers at the load management era, right? We used to kind of laugh at, Tim Duncan, DNP, old, ha-ha, right? Well, all of a sudden, people started to realize, hey, they're kind of punting on the regular season to make sure their guys are ready. It's working. They're very good. They're trouble in the play, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe we should try to do it. It helps win games. Greg Popovich's, his loyalty was to his organization, not to the league, not to TNT, not to ESPN. It's to the San Antonio
Spurs. I'm not here
Spurs,
to sell tickets.
Right?
I'm here to win.
It's like the shift in Major League Baseball. It was terrible TV. It was boring to watch a guy hit a rocket in the right field and watch a guy catch it on a hop and throw it out of first base. Like, it's just bad TV.
Right.
It worked. Right? Like, it was harder to get on base. So that's the hard part, to kind of come all the way around back to Shea again. It's like, it absolutely works, but like you just said, it's just not a lot of fun to watch.
No.
And it's got to be kind of fun to watch. Like, go back to game 1 when we were all, with our jaws on the table, like, can you believe what we just saw from that? Was fun to watch.
Well, I'll tell you what's fun about them is watching them get beat.
Yeah.
That is going to be fun because it's a boring way to play basketball on the offensive end. On the defensive end, I would coach it the exact same way.
Sure.
They can't call every foul. I think every team should do that. But I get it. But the other reason I think OKC closes them out is the one thing that Wemby can't adjust to is I think he's getting tired.
I do too.
And I think OKC dragged him out into the deep water.
You're right.
I really do. Their whole game plan is, okay, we're not going to sweep him. We know this, but I think we can get him in 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Because we can wear him down and wear him out. I think he's getting tired.
It's so funny you say the drag him out into the deep water. When one of the houses we lived in before the one we had a pool, right? And it was an old pool built in like the 1980s, and it had a deep end, right? Like most pools now, the deepest I guess is like 5 or 6 feet, right?
Yeah.
This pool is 10 feet deep in the deep end.
Oh, that's a deep hole.
It was a deep
okay,
end.
that's a
right?
real pool.
So
yeah.
when I'd horse around with the kids and we would play games where we would kind of like wrestle for the ball or whatever, and we just kind of in the shallow end kind of having a good time. But when I really wanted to kind of
drag him to the deep end,
we're going down here. We're going to the bottom of the pool because guess what? I can hold my breath longer than a 10-year-old can. So we're going to be down there, and I'd just be sitting at the bottom, and they'd wrestle for a second, and then they come. But that's exactly the same idea. It's like we're going to go down here. And this is going to make it very, very hard for you.
Well, they've been saying it on TV for a while, and it's true. Like, and when you listen to his post-game interviews or any interview, SGA is about as cool as they come.
He is.
Nothing shakes the guy. So, like, okay, everybody's impressed by Wemby. So am I. Let's see what happens after 5 games. Let's see what happens when you're tired. Let's see what happens after we beat you up for 3 straight games. Let's see if you can do it again.
And I think that's where the adjustment comes, and why I feel like the Spurs are going to win tonight. And we are going to see a Game 7 because Wemby that whole game was catching in the perimeter, trying to take Hartenstein off the dribble, and then when he has Alex Caruso on him, he's catching at the free throw line. It's like, no, man, you have the height advantage over all of these guys. Get down at the block.
Yeah.
Literally get down the block. Stop trying to shoot the ball off the backboard and get your own putback dunk. Like, I understand it works for certain moments, but now it's time to just learn. That's what, like, guys like Kobe, when, like, I'm not gonna wrestle with you all the way up here. I'm just going to get to my spot, and I'm going to make you work twice as hard than what I need to do. So Wemby's got to get in that mindset.
What do you think he needs to score tonight for them to win?
35.
At least?
I say 25.
25?
25, but he has to be better at rebounding. Like Isaiah Hartenstein's been
one rebound, one offensive rebound.
No, he needs multiple offensive.
I know
rebounds.
That's you can't tell me that guy's not tired. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he does a lot. Yeah,
I think you're right. I think fatigue is the biggest factor of this. But what DeAndre's suggesting, I think, is a big part of it too, which is just simply look. I get that you can shoot threes. I get that you got a handle. I get that you can take guys off the dribble. Like he can do these things, but you're also 7'6". Let's get down there and let's get to work at that, and it'll open up the rest of it because the 7'6" guy near the basket, there's no answer for that.
That's how I'd go out. I'd more Shaq, less Ralph Sampson. Yeah. I'd get down there, use your 7'5". We'll see what happens, but I think OKC has a plan.
I do too.
They throw multiple bodies at him.
I'll say this
physically.
I think if Oklahoma City does not win tonight, if San Antonio forces a Game 7. If I'm OKC, I am very worried. I know they're at home. I know they've got the 2-time defending MVP. They're the defending champs, all that stuff. I'm not saying that they're going to lose. I'm saying anytime you get into a winner-take-all situation, a one-game situation, I don't want to be the team without the best player on the court.
That's true.
That scares the daylights out of me. This is why with LeBron in Cleveland for the longest time, it's like, were they better than this team or that team? Maybe not. But when it came to, if they could just extend that series to a 6th and 7th game and I got the best guy, okay, I'll take my chances with that.
Wemby in a Game 7, LeBron in a Game 7.
Sure.
Luka Dončić in a Game 7.
Right.
Yeah. For all the marbles, he may go bonkers.
Yeah.
Wemby's going to go nuts.
It happens in just about every sport. Like in baseball, if all of a sudden, you hang around, now it's a Game 7, and their guy pitches a little better than your guy.
And you get tight.
You
get
lose.
Tight too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
By the way, SGA had 32 last game. You know how many free throws he shot? Shot 17 free throws.
Yeah, right.
That's a lot of free throws, man.
Like, a lot of bad TV, too.
Then so it gets to points like, I understand.
But they are fouls, though.
I know.
But there's certain ones where, like, come on, man. You're just flailing your body out there. Like, you're on the floor.
They are
like, come on,
fouls. I hate it, too, but they are fouls.
Dylan Brooks calls it unethical hoops.
I wish somebody else would have said that because if there was somebody other than him, I would have been like, hey, that's a really great way to describe it. But because it's him, I'm like, nah.
Real quick. So since we're on the subject with SGA and Dylan Brooks, so he did this like deal with Underdog. And you remember the game Operation?
Sure.
Yeah.
So they created a game where it's SGA's body. And he was playing Operation with it. I'm not like,
foul. That's true.
That's pretty good.
Then don't touch
That's
him.
pretty good. The hardest thing to get out in the Operation game, do you remember?
Wasn't it the wishbone?
The wishbone was absolutely the hardest one to get out.
The wishbone, yeah.
Because the tongs were barely you couldn't get him in there and open them up wide enough to pinch it. That and the funny bone were the two hard ones.
That was the greatest game ever invented.
That was a fun game. It is a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Listen to Mason and Island and this show, DeMarco and Travis, for your chance to win a 4-pack of general admission tickets to experience the Champions League final at Cosm. Two of the biggest clubs in the world go head-to-head as PSG takes on Arsenal, and there's no better way to watch than in Cosm's immersive shared reality environment. For more information, visit Cosm.com. they may have fixed some tanking, DeMarco.
You think so?
Well, I think we've taken a step in the right direction. We'll get into it next. Right. It's DeMarco and Trav, ESPN LA.
How are you? It's Dr. Robert Clapper. Guess what? The Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Mike, in sports dynasties, they don't happen by luck. They happen with culture, coaching, and execution.
That's exactly how we run Rotolo Chevrolet, with all of those ingredients.
So how much of this is why you've been number one 14 years in a row?
When you put all those ingredients together and your processes stay in place, you're going to get great results.
And if you come to the store, you're going to find out why you're number one.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
From the showroom to the service bay, everyone is at top of their game. Rotolo Chevrolet, built like a champion, driven to win. Visit RotoloChevy.com.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Los Angeles is offering up to 25% off windows and doors and 0% financing for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends May 31st, 2026.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
Thicker.
A little firmer.
A little firmer, a little thicker. And
I like mine a little firmer, too.
Yeah.
DeMarco and Travis continue.
A little thicker, a little firmer.
Here are the guys.
So my routine was a little off this morning.
Yeah?
I did not get my workout in this morning. I had other things I needed to prioritize.
I know. I could tell.
No, I'm in a good spot. So I'm like, because actually yesterday I had a really good day workout-wise, weigh-in-wise, all that stuff. I'm like feeling pretty good.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I haven't eaten anything, and I'm like, okay, I got to get on the road a little earlier than I typically do. I'm going to swing through McDonald's, and I'm going to grab a sausage McMuffin.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so I'm in the drive. I see DeAndre rubbing his hands together.
Let's hear it.
Congratulations.
And so I'm in the drive-thru. I order my food. I get my sausage McMuffin, my hash browns, and a Coke. Okay?
1 and 1. Not the 2-1.
No.
Okay.
Just 1 and 1.
Okay.
And so I pull around. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm going to McDonald's, I'm always getting a Coke.
Oh, yeah.
Always. And so the lady hands me the bag. I take the food. And DeAndre, your voice went through my head. I'm like, I should ask for the grape jelly and give this a shot. And a fleeting moment, I'm like, are you out of your mind? Do you know how gross that sounds? And then I did not do it. But
Good for you.
You at least
Good
planted
for
the
you.
seed, DeAndre, that it was there. Like, it's the first time I've gone through the McDonald's drive-thru since you told me about that, but it at least entered my head.
When you order that same meal, what drink do you get?
I get orange juice.
That's why he can do the jelly.
Orange juice, man.
We can't because we get the Coke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I don't want grape jelly on my eggs.
But orange juice with the jelly, that actually makes sense.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I would never try it, but it makes sense.
No, it doesn't. I get the orange juice when I get that meal.
Yeah.
I do the Mexican hot sauce that they have there. We do not do jelly.
Okay.
No.
Well, congratulations on your workout. You got a McDonald's in there.
I did. I went through the drive-through. You know what it was? Awesome.
Yes. Why?
Just because they hand it to you in a bag through the side of the house.
And it's
hot. And then you eat it in your car at a red light.
Yes.
I ate the entire thing at one red light.
What did you? Oh, at a red light.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to pull over and listen to something.
No,
enjoy a podcast.
So my McDonald's sits where it sits.
Yeah.
It's a right-hand turn, and I'm at like a busy street.
Yeah.
And so if you don't catch the light, it's like a good 2-minute red light.
Okay. Gone. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that sandwich is what, 4 bites?
I got you. It happens every now and then.
Yeah.
I finish the burger before I actually go to the parking lot. I get it through the drive-thru.
Don't knock it till you try it,
Right.
man. I'm telling you, jelly is a game
I
changer.
kind of regret not trying it so I could tell you how disgusting it was, but I didn't want to ruin my breakfast.
Who told you to do it?
I learned from my brother, actually.
Your brother.
My
Okay.
brother, yeah.
I wonder where he got. Does he really?
Yeah, it's gross.
You put sugar in grits, though, right?
I sure do.
See, that's a deal breaker.
Butter goes in grits.
Butter, salt, that's it.
Okay, you throw a little butter, and then you throw some sugar. I'm telling you right now, it's good, too.
See? What are we doing?
Hold on. I can eat grits regularly, too, but I just prefer the sugar.
Okay. Yeah. What are we doing?
my mom, my dad, he gets on me for doing that. He does not like it when I do that. My mom was the one that actually did that for us when we were younger. She put sugar. Yeah.
Was it a way to get you to eat them in the first place?
Probably.
It might have been sweeten up those grits.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, because if you don't know, your first foray into that could be
means you ate.
Little
right.
little jarring along the way. All right, so the NBA Board of Governors, which by the way, apparently we settled on BOG as an acronym for Board of Governors.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. It's NBA BOG approves. I'm like, what the is a BOG?
Board of Governors.
Board of Governors.
It doesn't take that much.
It
Yeah.
doesn't.
Okay.
It
Board of
doesn't.
Governors.
The NBA BOG.
So like a spaceship.
Going to
Yep.
put new lottery rules in place starting for next year's draft, the 2027 draft.
Okay.
And they're going to add 2 teams instead of 14 teams being in the draft. There's going to be 16 teams in the draft. And I think the smartest thing that they're doing is the teams with the 3 teams with the worst record in the league. So basically 28, 29, and 30. Those teams have worse odds at getting the number 1 overall pick than teams that finished 4 through 10.
Right.
If you finish 4 through 10, you get a third ping pong
You
ball.
get 3 lottery balls each.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're in the bottom 3, you
3.
only get 2.
You get 2. Right.
Yeah, and if you're at the very top of this group of 16 teams, you only get 1.
Is this real? They call it the relegation zone, the bottom 3? Because I like that.
Well, relegation means they kick you out of the league, so we're not doing that.
Maybe they quoted it, but yeah, you get 2 balls each. That's a 5.4% chance of getting the number 1 pick.
Doesn't that make a ton of sense?
It makes so much sense. You wonder why they didn't do it before.
Yeah, like just being the worst is actually not where you want to be.
Right.
It incentivizes competition among the bad teams to stay out of the very bottom, which is the exact opposite of what it is now. To your point, like this does not seem like that was that complicated of a decision.
This is why I asked you, and DeAndre, you weren't in there, but when did you start hearing the word tank and tanking?
Honestly, probably around the Popovich era when he was just, resting guys. I think that's when
10, 15?
I'd say 10 or 15 years ago.
15 years. I mean, this was never a thing, but now it became a thing. And it makes so much sense. You can't reward somebody for being bad.
100%.
But you were. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad it's an easy correct, but we didn't think about this back then.
And it gives your fans something to, I get it. Like being the 25th worst team in the league is not, any meaningful distinction between being the 29th best team. You both still stink, but at least night in and night out, like we got to stay out of the bottom 3.
Right.
Like we if we're really trying to get lightning in a bottle, if we're trying to get the next Wemby or LeBron or Anthony Davis or whoever's going to be the number 1 pick, we got a better chance of being 4 through 10. So let's be 10th.
Yeah.
Why not be 10th? Because we got the same before 4th. Let's make sure that we win some of these games. We put a product on the court that is meaningful. We can take our good young players and play them and develop them and get them better for when we do get lucky and get these top picks. So we're closer to winning. We don't have to just go through this. Like, think about Utah's actually got some pretty good players, and they just were
that was the most obvious
not
tank
trying
ever.
to win games.
Yeah, that was weird. They were up and took their players out, and they lost.
I think that's I think that's what they're targeting teams like the Utah Jazz, where you have an all-star in Jaren Jackson Jr., you have Lauri Markkanen, you have Walker Kessler, you have all these good players, young talent, and you're telling me that you're second to last in the Western Conference?
18, 19, 20 games?
That's unacceptable.
Do you think you could be the worst team in the league and try to win every single game?
The Washington Wizards.
You could? I guess you could.
Yeah, and look, that's just
how it goes.
Sucks for you, I guess. Get a little better. Sign a free agent to try to stay out of that zone. And it's not like you won't get the number one pick. It's just that your chances aren't as good.
Aren't as good. And the other thing is, this is not a cure-all, because there'll probably be some tanking, just less. Because I think if you're in that 4 to 10, we're safe. We could lose these games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Look, if we're
out of the bottom 3, we're good. We can tank here.
But kind of think it like this. Like, if I'm 6th, okay, so I'm away from the bottom 3, but there's no reason not to try to move up to 9 or 10. Right? Like,
does it benefit you to move up to 10?
It's the same as being 4 or 10. There's no difference in being 4 or 10. So let's try to win. Let's try to develop. Let's try to see if this player's any good or that player's any good. Like, as opposed to, shut that guy down for the rest of the season because he might win us 1 or 2 more games. Doesn't matter if we win one. In fact, it's good if we win 1 or 2 more games. It's just more information about the players that you do or do not want to build around.
I could see Utah doing the same thing towards the end of the year. If you're sitting in the 5th spot, you're good.
Yeah.
We could take them off the floor and lose the rest of our games and finish no worse than whatever.
But why? What's the advantage of doing that?
Nothing. There is no advantage.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. There's no advantage of doing that anymore because the odds of you getting that top 5 pick, if you're in the bottom of that whatever conference you are,
you might as well keep playing.
You might as well keep
playing. That makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
like if 4 is the same as 10, why not? Let's play hard.
Let's just keep going.
Let's just keep going. Now, where it could get a little bit is like, hey man, we don't watch out. We might move up out of this 10 spot. Let's make sure that we stay.
Maybe that's
there.
It. Yeah, we're playing too good.
Yeah. Like if you're 9th or 10th, let's be a little bit more careful. But it certainly disincentivizes those teams at the very bottom from just burning the place to the ground.
I'm glad they're trying something, but I just worry about like the Lakers with all these rocket scientists. There's always going to be guys that find the loopholes that we haven't thought of yet.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But if there's no loophole, then let's just go play.
True.
Yeah.
But I think there's always going to be some degree of tanking.
Strategic roster manipulation.
Yeah, better. It just can't be as obvious as it was before.
No. Because it kind of worked, right? Like if you get the right guy at the right time. Like think about Philly, right? Philly tanked, half a decade, maybe more.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of worked because they got Joel Embiid. Now, did they go win titles and all that stuff? No, but they got a MVP caliber player because they just kept tanking over and over again until they finally hit one along the way.
Right.
Now, you miss on Ben Simmons, you miss on Markelle Fultz, like you're missing on some other guys along the way. But they did hit on one.
It's effective.
Well, and it also, there's no guarantee. Like, you could have the year where Anthony Bennett is the first pick in the draft.
It's a gamble, but if you hit on it, you could build yourself a quality squad.
So what if you're not picking first, but you're not nearly bad enough to tank either? I think that's kind of where the Lakers are. I want to do that next. We'll get into it. It's DeMarco and Trav, ESPN LA.
Oh, I got to tell you about True Fan Travel. I am so excited about this. Rams fans, listen up. The Rams are heading to Australia. I bet you knew that already. They're going to take on that team from up north. Yep, them Niners up in Melbourne. This is going to be fun. And right now, I'm telling you, if you've thought about doing something big as a Rams fan, this is your opportunity. True Fan Travel is the only way to go. They have put together an incredible Rams experience down under just for you. And I'm excited to be there with you. This is going to be great. This trip will have it all. Premium hotels, official game tickets, very important, exclusive events, parties, sightseeings, the whole 9, and it's all handled for you. You just have to show up and enjoy it. You are the MVP. I'll be right there, like I said. And listen, like I said, I've been around this game a long time. Moments like this don't come around often. This is the first ever NFL game in Australia. It's the kind of thing you'll remember forever. We're talking September 11th, 2026, Melbourne Cricket Ground. Look that up. The most iconic stadium, one of the most iconic stadiums in the world. So join the Rams in Australia. Spots are limited, and once this fills up, it is gone. It's like last night's dinner. This is not just another road trip. This is history. Secure your spot right now at TrueFanTravel.com. That's TrueFanTravel.com, and get ready to make history. This is one of those you had to be there moments, so make sure you're there.
Hi, it's Chris Morales, and at ESPN LA, we love Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and we hope to see you at the 10th Annual Walk and Play LA. First, I'm going to walk a 3K showing my support for this amazing hospital, and I want you to join me in raising funds for critically ill kids. Then we'll play with live music, games, and sports clinics led by local athletes. Join the fun Saturday, June 6th at the Santa Monica Pier. Go to ESPNLA.com to sign up for Team ESPN LA and use the discount code PLAY to save $10 on registration.
So I'm in Mike Capozio's office here at Rotolo Chevrolet. And Mike, every time I hear an ad, everybody is number one. How is there more than one number one?
Number one here, number one there. And fortunately for me, Chevrolet tells us who's number one.
So we're talking huge inventory, Chevy cars and trucks, SUVs, everything you could want. That's how you stay number one. And
you got to have the inventory to give to the people, but you need the people in the building to take care of the people that are coming into our building. No one does better with a customer than we do.
That's how you stay on top for more than a decade. Go online at RotoloChevy.com.
This World Cup season, the ultimate watch party experience is at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and all the flavors that make every match unforgettable. Grab fire-grilled asada tacos, slow-braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more. Join us for every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Got any markdowns on oil?
We've got many markdowns on oil.
How about on that new STP Any Mileage?
You'll save $5 when you buy 5 quarts of STP Any Mileage with an oil filter and get up to 5,000 miles of protection.
Heck of a markdown for quite a lot of miles.
At AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
If I came in a tank top and dolphin shorts, you'd be like, what's up, dude? What's going on over there?
DeMarco and Travis continue.
I couldn't have been scareder. Is that a word?
More scared?
More scared.
Back to the guys.
Hey, there we go. Flash dance, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that.
Me too. I like that. You know, that was Rocky, like, for dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Wasn't she a welder?
She was a welder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Among other things.
I wonder if she was a good welder.
I don't think it matters.
Because I think if you're a good welder, you can make a nice living.
You could, but she wanted to dance.
Like, to join the union, you're doing pretty good, I think.
You know, I took a metal shop class in high school.
Me too. Yeah, I loved it.
What'd you make?
So one of our first projects, I actually made a rose.
A rose?
A rose, yeah. So like the stem of the rose, and then I did the petals and everything. Had to weld that all together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
What did you make in your metal shop?
I made like a tray.
The toolbox, right?
A toolbox.
Yeah, you made everybody the sheet metal. You'd bend the sheet metal.
Yep. And the X in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What else did we? I made a little D coaster.
Okay.
Yeah. What else did you make?
Fire tongs.
I didn't make the fire tongs.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
you twisted?
You'd heat the metal, you'd twist it, you'd bend it, you'd do all these things. You'd hammer it on the anvil and shape it and do all those things. Yeah, you made a poker and a tongs.
Every kid should take shop.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Take wood shop?
Of course I took wood shop.
Me
the
too.
first one I took, yes.
I tried it. Hell no.
Yeah, no.
They don't even, at least at the high school that my kids went to, they don't even offer those classes
When
anymore.
I got to my high school, because both of my brothers went there before me.
Yeah.
Right when I got there, they closed down Auto Shop. And I was
We had Auto
so
Shop at Arcadia
mad.
High.
Right. I wanted to take Auto Shop.
Yeah.
I think you all should.
I'd be shocked if they still had it at
No.
Arcadia High. I don't think they do anymore. But, yeah, we had wood shop and metal shop.
I
Did
got
you guys have the baby class?
No.
Where they give you like the bag of flour, that kind of thing, or the egg?
The egg, the bag of flour, or like the actual like mechanical baby thingy?
So my kids had that.
Really?
My kids had the mechanical baby. So
I
give
wanted
you this,
one.
They give you this baby. It's a
Really?
doll.
Okay.
Right? But it's a very realistic, not the way it looks, but like it will start to cry at random times, sometimes at 4 o'clock in the morning. It will make a mess occasionally, right? And so the whole point is, this is what you have to deal
Scared
with
straight.
when you have a child.
Okay.
And it is, and if you are like going to go
to take the
play
thing home?
you have to take
You
it
have
home.
to.
Like, let's say you're on the football team, and I got a football game, and your baby starts to cry in the middle of the football game. You better have arranged childcare for that baby so someone else can pat its back until it stops. You know, you have to.
I'm
like,
not coming off the field for a crying doll.
No, but you have to set it up so someone else has it.
Well, the doll will be okay.
You will get an F in the class.
Yeah.
And then you don't get to play football.
Really? Okay.
No, you're not understanding. You don't have to. You don't have to take it with you. You would say, DeAndre's on the basketball team. You're on the football team.
I got
Yo,
you.
D,
You're my
take my
babysitter.
babysitter
Take
for
care
the
of my
next 3
kid.
hours.
Okay.
So, Pat, just like any other kid, sometimes you got to find health or childcare. It sucked.
I'm just not
'Cause-
leaving the field for a crying doll.
I wanted that class so bad. We didn't have it. Neither the flour, nor the baby, nor the egg, nor none of that.
no.
Yeah.
No.
We had like sex ed, but we didn't have. They didn't give us any
We
of
had
that.
that egg.
You had the egg?
Oh, we had the egg in high school.
You had to take care of the
You'd
egg.
take care of an
Okay.
egg for like a week, and everybody just cheat. You break the egg, you just put a new one in the basket.
Right,
See,
right.
that's
Yeah.
easy, but like the doll, you would actually have
It's
to
got a
take care
chip,
of it.
and they download all the information. It cried for this long. You didn't feed it between this time and this time.
Oh,
And
that's
you could
wild.
Fail the class.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I'll go
wild.
one more. Did you guys have ceramics?
I never
Yes.
took it, but we had it.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, ceramics was cool.
I think I might be happy if my kid failed the class.
Of taking care of a child?
Well, yeah, that means you're not ready, and you know it now. You failed. See?
Well,
I don't
that's
think
not
that's
how that
what they're trying to
works.
teach
Yeah,
you.
no.
If you like ace the class, I'd be nervous.
No, it means you're a good student.
You're okay with taking care of a kid, which means you might be able to.
You
think
want
you
the
can
A,
do.
bro. You
Yeah.
want the A.
Yeah.
I want the F.
Yeah.
No.
No, I want the A.
So you brought up ceramics, D. We were going through Susan's mother's house recently, and she found this cabinet in the garage that had a bunch of old ceramic stuff in it from when Susan was in high school. Guess where it is now?
Where?
Your house.
Your garage.
Yep. It is in my house. Bad ninth grade pottery has now made its way
Okay.
back
Don't
to
you
my
want
house.
to keep that stuff though?
No, you don't.
No.
That's
No.
like that's you from the past.
If my kids gave it to me, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's Susan's bad pottery from the ninth grade. What do I care?
Maybe she wants to keep
She
it.
didn't. She just felt bad throwing it away. I'm like, I'll do it.
Well, can you
Give it
throw
to
away
me.
that stuff?
Yes,
you
you
can.
can.
Of course.
You can throw away
Yes.
your family artifacts.
They're not family
the
artifacts.
pot that you made in the ninth grade that's got a crack and it looks like crap. Yeah, I can throw that away 30 years later.
Really?
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
that's why public storage was invented for
No.
people like me.
No, no,
yeah,
no.
You can't throw that stuff away.
I took art class, and I'm actually pretty decent at art class. And I painted something for my mom for her kitchen, and she had it, for a while, and it matched the decor. When they remodeled the kitchen, guess what went into the trash? My art painting.
Wow.
And people were like, "Oh my God, we thought you bought it." You're like, "No, Laura made it. She can just make me another one." Like, you can absolutely throw those things in the trash.
I have every doodle my kids have ever made.
I've got a drawer full of stuff, but it's
Yeah.
one drawer and it can all fit in about this much
Oh,
space.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you get rid of stuff.
So
Okay.
do you keep all your trophies?
No.
No? Okay.
No, the kids have
Mom did.
their stuff in their rooms.
Yeah.
But, and I'm not, I'll leave that up to them, but Susan doesn't throw anything away.
Nothing. Yeah.
Ever.
You have mentioned
I'm with
it.
her on that.
Never. Oh, another piece of furniture made its way. I pull into the driveway last night, and Susan had the truck yesterday because
Yeah.
my Silverado from Rotolo. She's like, I need the truck. I'm like, yeah, okay, good. And I didn't put two. I'm like, I didn't stop to think, why do you
Why
need
you
the
need
truck?
it? What'd you
Right?
get?
It is, like things you put at the foot of your bed that kind of open. You put like blankets.
The chest,
and
yeah, okay.
That.
Stripes.
Another one of those.
Okay. Well, you always need one.
Do you need two?
Of
No.
course.
You need two?
No.
Yeah, well, if you're keeping the pottery,
You need two?
if you're
Like,
keeping
I
the
understand
ceramics,
one is
Yeah.
fine. We have one.
yeah,
How big is your room?
Not big enough for two.
you got more stuff than you need. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, and you can't like put them on top of each other. You can't put them next to
No.
each other. You get like, it's a big piece of furniture.
Well, that's your fault. You should have asked. I need the truck. Why?
That would have started a whole other thing. And so I guess she's like, can you help me get the thing out of the truck? And I'm like, What thing? She goes, well, let's just go get it. I'm like, oh, boy. Oh, boy. And look, I'm fine bringing that in as long as the old one goes out.
Nope.
Not a problem.
Oh, you're like Christian.
We got stuff in there.
One in, one. Yeah, but they're just old pillows and blankets. Just put them in this one instead of that
ceramics.
one.
She's keeping the ceramics. Don't throw that stuff out. That's you from the past.
Garbage.
That's you from the past.
It's junk.
It accidentally
memories
broke,
in there.
Trav. It accidentally broke.
I'm trying to think. What's today? She at work? She's still at work. I can tell this story. So my dad gave me some good advice at one point. He's like, because he's more like me. Like, let's just get rid of this stuff and kind of go through it. He goes, just throw a few things away every week. They'll never know. They'll never notice.
It's true.
It's tremendous advice.
It's true.
So you go through there and like you find a bunch of old VHS tapes. Psh, garbage.
Right.
Hey, where'd those? What are you talking about?
I haven't seen those in years.
I don't know. Wherever you left them.
Yeah.
I haven't touched them.
Lie.
They've been in the landfill
Absolutely.
for 6 years. Yeah. Just
okay, but just make sure some of those movies are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
You never know.
That is true.
You never know.
These were old copies of movies that were crappy when they came out. Yeah, like do I really need a DVD copy of When Harry Met Sally? Like I can just turn it on Netflix.
Ishtar.
Yeah.
Actually, Ishtar might be worth money.
Yeah, that was not a very good movie.
Terrible.
That was not a very good movie. Got a little Far Side in us.
I do. This will be fun. You'll love this one.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay.
Far Side coming up next. DeMarco and Trav, ESPN LA.
And let me remind you, coverage and content of the 2026 NBA playoffs on ESPN LA is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino, our friends. Yes, love them down there at Pechanga Resort Casino. Tune in to Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals tonight, starting at 5:30 p.m. on ESPN LA 710, or the ESPN LA app in crystal clear digital audio. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit pechanga.com for more info.
Hey, it's Greg Bergman. Have you become a part of the ESPN LA Blue Crew? Well, if you haven't, why haven't you? The Blue Review presented by LAX. Each weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. with me, Gregory Arthur Bergman, thanks, Cappy, and Marcus Grant. We're talking Dodgers baseball first thing in your day and getting you warmed up for the Sedano and Cap morning show. The Blue Review on our ESPN LA YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Weekdays at 6:30 a.m. Live and always on demand. Your home for real Dodgers talk, ESPN LA.
When it's game time, there's no room for hesitation, and you better believe GM John Good will make you a great deal at George Chevrolet. Whether you're rolling in a power-packed Silverado, loading up the family in a spacious Chevy Traverse, or going all electric, John Good has the great deal you want at George Chevrolet. Amazing pricing, zero pressure, and the next level Chevy vehicles you want are at George Chevrolet, conveniently located off the 91 at Lakewood in Bellflower. Or shop at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Don't wait until Election Day to vote. You have several easy, convenient options to make your voice heard. Vote early at any of the official ballot drop boxes or vote in person. Visit plan.lavote.gov to learn more. Brought to you by the Los Angeles County Registrar.
All right, guys, real talk. Are you a crust lover or one of those crust leavers? Because I got to tell you, Pizza Hut's new crispy parm pan pizza is next level. It's the original pan crust you already love, but now they've baked Parmesan cheese right onto the edge. I'm talking crispy, golden, cheesy crunch with that soft, fluffy inside. Grab a medium, one-topping crispy parm pan for just $11.99 or go large for $3 more. Order now at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese, toppings, and recipes.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds. And you can apply in minutes and get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show right here on ESPN LA.
The Far Side.
And it's time for the Far Side, presented by our friends at Highlands.
The Far Side.
Weekday afternoons at 4 p.m.
Time for the Far Side with DeMarco Farr, right now on the Travis and DeMarco Afternoon Show on ESPN LA.
That whole conversation about sugar, you guys have no idea. It was I wrote this at 106. I'm dumping bad habits.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to tell you exactly what they are. Maybe someday.
Okay.
It's still the embarrassing part, but sugar is one of them.
You still haven't shown me the pictures from your party, by the way.
We need to see those.
I showed Greg, yeah.
Well, why does Greg get them and we don't?
Well, just in case they go public, I wanted him to see them first.
Wow. Wow.
You know?
Well, you got to make sure that the bosses know what's
There
coming
you go.
up.
Exactly. Yeah, it was very
That's
strategic.
Very smart.
But I wrote this at 106. Dumping bad habits. Habits become addicting, and they become a crutch. And sugar is right up there. The
Sure.
other one, yeah, they're right. I have noticed a difference since I stopped doing X. Maybe someday I will tell you I'm not there yet.
I'm very curious.
But we were talking yesterday about Dan Marino.
Yeah.
And his turn as an actor.
Ace Ventura.
In Ace Ventura. He's been in more movies than that.
Okay.
That's the one that got me. But
was he in Any Given Sunday?
He was in Little Nicky.
Okay.
Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah.
He was in Bad Boys 2. I think that was just a straight-up cameo. Guest appearances on The Simpsons as well as other shows.
I do remember that.
Okay, but it got me thinking of... And play the clip. Play the Marino clip. Because this is...
Hey! Yeah, Dan? You have any more of that gum? That's none of your damn business, and I'll thank you to stay out of my personal affairs. You're a weird guy, Ace. Weird guy.
So that's really the only line where he's acting.
Right.
The one where he's kind of acting, he's whispering, so there's no line delivery. But it got me thinking, who are your top 10 ex-NFL guys turned actors?
Oh, I can tell you who's number one on my list.
Who's number one on your list?
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been in a movie
Not in a
just
movie,
yet.
but he's done SNL. He's in a million commercials.
Okay.
And he's a good actor. Like, he's funny, and he can be Peyton Manning, or he can play a character.
But I need him. Let me see if he can act. Like, here's the top 10. Here's number one. Number one is Jim Brown.
Okay.
That's the gold standard. Right.
Yeah. He's in the Dirty Dozen, right?
Dirty Dozen,
Yeah.
Slaughter, Any Given Sunday.
Yeah.
Stole the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, he really acts. So I have to put Jim Brown on top.
You better have one of these guys. Keep going.
Okay, Terry Crews is on the list.
Sure.
Terry Crews played for the Rams. He
Yeah.
played for the Chargers. Played for the Washington football team, the other name, and the Eagles.
Okay,
I
that's a
think
good
he's
one.
hilarious.
Yeah, he's great.
He's great.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, White
Yep.
Chicks. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Fred the Hammer Williamson.
Yeah.
You remember him?
Not by name. What has he been in?
Okay, he's been in a 70s action guy.
Okay.
Super famous blaxploitation classics. Fred the Hammer Williamson is a real actor that played for the Steelers, the Raiders, and the Chiefs.
Oh, I know that guy.
Fred the Hammer,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, okay.
And
yeah.
he was a really good NFL player that turned into a great
I
actor.
did not know he was an NFL player.
Tremendous.
Okay.
Alex Karras, of course.
Webster's dad.
Yes, Blazing Saddles.
Oh, Mongo.
Played Mongo.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's range. Can
I like-
Peyton Manning do that?
Yeah, I think he
You think
probably
he
could. Yeah.
He could pull off the Mongo?
I think so.
Okay, now here's my personal favorite, Howie Long.
Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow.
Look, I like Howie. Howie's a nice guy. Howie's not a good actor.
Come on, he was
No.
great. Did you? He did.
Well, he appeared in a movie.
Tried.
I don't know if I would say he acted. Like, he was trying to act.
I thought he was fantastic. And 3,000 Miles to Graceland, playing the helicopter pilot.
I don't know if I've seen
He
that
was
one.
awesome in
Okay.
that. And a movie called Firestorm.
Okay.
Laura, did you say something? I'm sorry.
No, I said he tried to act.
Come on. Howie was a good actor. Here's one. Remember Police Academy?
I do.
Bubba Smith.
Bubba Smith,
Bubba
sure.
Smith was awesome. Played for the Colts, the Raiders, and the Oilers.
Yeah.
We can't mention number 8,
Why not?
but he was in The Naked Gun.
Oh, yeah. He was in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he was in a lot of stuff. We can't mention
Yeah.
that. Here's
Did you ever see Capricorn 1?
No, Capricorn 1.
Capricorn 1 was a movie about like the moon landing or something like an it was a sci-fi kind of thing.
Oh, you mean hit that? Yeah, I have.
Here's the thing. He was pretty good in that.
He was good. That's why he's on the list.
He was pretty good in that.
Yeah. Never mind. Here's number 9, and it's funny, but this is a really cool old movie. It's one of the best B-action films of all time, in my opinion. Brian Bosworth.
Oh,
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That was my college roommate's favorite movie.
Yeah, it was
Stone Cold and Roadhouse were his
awesome.
two favorite movies.
Have you guys ever seen Stone Cold?
I have not seen
You
Stone Cold.
must see Stone Cold. Yes, Brian Bosworth parlayed his college fame, like Johnny Manziel at linebacker, and turned it into like an acting career. Yeah. Famously got run over by Bo Jackson.
Oh.
Right, ended his football career.
Probably still digging himself out of the turf in Seattle.
Just cleaned his clock. Number 9. Okay, number 10. You'll love this. Hill Street Blues.
Oh, Mike Warren?
Nope.
Oh, the white guy, the running back guy.
Ed Marinaro.
Because Mike Warren played basketball at UCLA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Basketball, yes. But Ed Marinaro was
actually... You left off two big ones.
I was going to say, did you like purposely leave one that I'm like...
Who?
Carl Weathers?
Oh, that's my number 1. My personal number 1. DeAndre, please play.
Yeah.
What is Oscar worthy?
Damn, man, what the hell are you doing? This guy will knock you on your ass. Come on, Rock, it's not a game. You want to live in the hospital for 5 weeks this time? You thought I was tough? This jump will kill you. Come on, get your head on your shoulders, man. Think about the fight. Think about the fight. Clubber Lang's in here. He's trying to hurt you, Rock. He's trying to hurt you. Okay, here he comes. Jab. He's jabbing. He's jabbing. He's trying to hurt you. You gotta fight him. You gotta move.
He's kicking Rocky's ass right here. In the corner. With your wife watching. He's hooking.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Oh, I love that part. When they bring Clubber in. I love that.
He's hooking. Damn, Rock, come on. What's the matter
Here we
with you?
go.
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's great.
That is my number 1.
That was okay.
Carl Weathers is the most important person in the Rocky franchise.
I would have picked a selection from Happy Gilmore, but I'm very happy that you have him as Clubber Lang.
Yes.
His role as Chubbs was awesome.
And in Predator, he's Action
Oh, that's
Jackson.
right. He's in Predator
yes,
too.
He to me, he's number 1.
He could have I feel like he should have been a bigger star.
I thought he was a huge star. Yeah.
But he was never like the leading guy. Action Jackson was his one shot at kind of being like that. That should have worked.
Right.
Like because he was famous. He was good looking. He was in good shape. Like he could act. Like he could actually pull it off.
Here's some honorable mention. Now he is the number 1 star in Hollywood, but he didn't play professional football.
Okay.
Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
The Rock.
Sure.
Yeah, The Rock. He's a football
Still haven't
player.
said my guy.
Burt Reynolds?
No.
Who's your guy?
Fred Dreyer.
Fred Dreyer, that's right.
Yeah.
Hunter. L.A. Ram Hunter. Yes,
Fred
absolutely.
Dreyer had a network television series
sure
that
did.
ran for like 6 or 7 years when there were only 3 channels.
This is
and
true.
he held down like Friday nights for 6 years with D.D. McCall. Do you remember his catchphrase?
No.
Works for me.
Works for
Like
me.
he'd
I
shoot a
remember
guy
the
who's
sunglasses.
running away from him. Boom. And they're like, you can't shoot a guy in the back. Works for me.
Damn
like,
right.
That's what it was every episode.
Honorable mention, John David Washington, Denzel's kid.
Yeah.
Practice squad running back. I think he's a better actor. Roman Reigns, the wrestler.
Oh, I didn't know he was a player.
He had a cup of coffee with the Steelers.
Okay.
And he's box office. And there's a guy named Raymond Gutierrez. I'm not sure.
I don't know him.
But I thought that was cool. Howie Long can act, man. Hey, look. Get off Howie Long. Yeah. Thought that was a good list.
Yeah. That is a good list. I will not concede on Howie Long being a good actor.
Come watch it again.
No. I've seen it once, and that was one time too many.
Forget about John Travolta overacting in the whole movie. Just watch him.
I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised Morales didn't come running down here to kick down the door about Hunter.
Oh, really?
He
That's his show?
He loves
okay.
Hunter. He loves Hunter.
You know, I interviewed him and asked him about it. He loved that show.
Oh, yeah?
He said it was better than anything he's ever done.
That show made him a fortune.
A ton, yes. Big
like
time.
being on a network television show in the 80s was like winning the lottery.
That's big money.
Yeah, huge. And it ran for a really long time.
It took a while to get him on there.
Yeah.
We had to find him.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I've got other Fred Dreyer stories that we could share.
Do you?
He used to fill in for Jim Rome periodically.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You got one you can share?
Nope. Children's
Are they that
Hospital
bad?
Los Angeles'
Oh, boy.
biggest event of the year is back. Walk and Play LA brings the community together for a fun-filled day supporting kids who need life-saving care. Enjoy a scenic 3K walk, plus music, games, and activities for all ages. Join us Saturday, June 6th at the Santa Monica Pier. Sign up at espnla.com. Join Team ESPNLA, or you can use the code PLAY to save $10. Visit espnla.com to learn more.
Sorry, Trav. I just saw Claude Lemieux dead.
Yeah.
Claude, he died at 60.
60.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh.
60's pretty young. He took a lot of abuse when he was a player.
He did, and gave a lot of abuse.
Gave a lot of it, too,
He might have been the most hated player of all time.
He's up there.
Yeah.
He was up there. And then when he wouldn't fight that guy, that was when everybody kind
skated
of...
away. Yeah.
Because he cheap shotted somebody, and then they wanted to go.
You got to get your comeuppance, man.
And then he refused to engage.
Well, God rest his soul. Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. You watched any of the hockey in the last couple of weeks?
Well, I don't want to tell you, but I mean, I told you about them Blackhawks. I told you Blackhawks. Told you about them Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I'm regional.
Yeah.
When my teams are out, I kind of lose interest.
That sport in particular, like when the Ducks are out, and they'll watch the Kings a little bit if they stick around, but when the Ducks were adios, that was the end of the line there.
Watching hockey is a labor of love. You have to really love what's going on.
You got to care about the outcome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like for me, I could watch the Twins play the Royals and love every minute of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch the Avalanche play the Blues and love every minute.
But I could watch this Western Conference Finals matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Until the cows come home. This has been entertaining.
Speaking of a little NBA, Trudell's going to hop in here with us coming up next. We will talk about that. Plus, we got a little straight up coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
And now for Good Karma Brands, here is Sam Pines.
Hi, this is Sam Pines, partner at Good Karma Brands and ESPN LA. When we purchased ESPN LA in 2022, in collaboration with the Walt Disney Company, I knew LA had great teams. I didn't realize how passionate the ESPN LA fan was. It's been awesome to see and experience. The fans who show up every day, you're what makes this place what it is. From the Mandy Awards to summer softball games in West Covina, there's something special about this community. We've got incredible teams, the Lakers, Rams, USC, LAFC, Kings, and Angels. And then there's everything else.
It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic.
Mason and Ireland's growl. Cappy yelling, "Love Boat." Sedano's sighs. Eisen landing another A-list guest. Evan Cohn going deep on Brady. Travis pulling out Buffalo Gruden. DeMarco keeping everybody honest. And Morales dropping a random bam. And that one might have been a final. That's ESPN LA. Whether you watch or listen, thank you. You're what makes all this possible.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end June 1st. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Department of Public Social Services is committed to keeping you informed as HR 1 brings major changes to CalFresh, Medi-Cal, and other essential services. Our goal is simple: to provide clear, timely, and appropriate information so you and your family can stay updated. Visit dpss.lacounty.gov for resources and multilingual support. That's dpss.lacounty.gov. Knowledge is power, and we're here to help you navigate every step.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
And it is the No Stress Sports Talk Express to the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. It is time for Straight Up with Sweet Tea Travis Rogers. Straight Up on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Blue Ice Vodka, America's largest potato vodka, double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka, premium taste, nothing extra. Let's do it straight up with Travis Rogers right now.
I got a little baseball thing that I want to do for Straight Up, but very quickly, Trudell's here with us, and I've got a quick one for you because I think you might fall on the other side of the line for something that we were talking about earlier. DeAndre,
all I can promise is honesty.
That's all I'm looking for. That's all I'm looking for. We're in the same space. He puts grape jelly on his his sausage McMuffin sandwich from McDonald's.
Jelly.
Wow. I never thought about it like that.
But I know you like sweet stuff.
I'm my initial reaction to this is support and curiosity, and I would like to try. The only thing that I put grape jelly on, or actually not that I do it like when I'm at home, but there's a couple of places where you get it, is a peanut butter and jelly hamburger.
You've mentioned
which
that.
I mentioned before.
Yeah.
And this to me comes kind of in the similar family of that as to something you might not expect, but jelly, maybe what I'm realizing is that jelly is just a much more versatile condiment.
Is it a condiment? Is jelly a condiment? I guess it is.
It's just a much more versatile thing than it's given credit for. And I'm going to start trying jelly on all kinds of stuff now.
Will you
jelly
try
on
it?
pizza?
I'm talking about.
Yeah, will you try it on the sausage McMuffin with egg?
Hell yeah.
You're going to
as
try
long
it.
as you don't put cheese on that thing.
No cheese. Okay.
Yeah.
You put jelly on it, but no cheese.
Yeah, why would I put cheese on? Objectively, jelly tastes good. If jelly's just alone, I could just take a scoop of jelly, like a scoop of peanut butter,
cheese
on
or
its own, and
cheese.
but the cheese doesn't taste good.
That's weird.
So why would I want to do that?
All right, we're just going to leave that there. This is
Thank you.
This is a Pandora's box that I really
just went sideways.
I really
I don't know why you
can't.
took it there.
I like you, Trudell, and this is going to go in a direction that it's not going to serve either of us.
All I promised was honesty.
I understand, and I respect your honesty, while I may not respect your cheese takes. We'll leave that there. So the Players Union submitted their proposal to the MLB owners yesterday. The MLB owners proposed their first version of the new CBA to the MLB PA today, and needless to say, they're very far apart. This is the first time that the major league owners have presented in a proposal to the Players Association that has a hard salary cap in it for the first time since, wait for it, 1994, which of course resulted in the cancellation of the World Series, and we know what happened there. And baseball, kind of fell into a very dark time until Cal Ripken started to pull it back out. Then everybody started taking steroids and hitting home runs, and the next thing you know, baseball is back.
Killed the Expos.
Killed the Expos too. Absolutely, it did. Here's where the numbers are now, and let me explain what I mean by this. Right now, between the most expensive team payroll-wise and the least expensive team, so the highest spender to the lowest spender, there's a $446 million gap between those two teams. It's the Mets. I believe it's the Oakland A's. Or whatever the A's in Sacramento are. But it's $446 million. The two numbers that the owners are proposing is a hard cap at $245 million and change, okay? There are currently 8 teams that are over that number. They're also proposing a hard floor at $172 million, which 12 teams are under. So more teams would have to come up to meet the floor than teams would have to get underneath. I think the fact that they're exchanging numbers, they're talking about this, and we're still December 1st is when the collective bargaining agreement expires. I still think it's more likely than not that there's some sort of work stoppage or eventually, but I'm more optimistic than we're going to land on something that works for everybody. One, because these numbers are, while 245 is nowhere near, the $446 million gap that the Dodgers or the Mets have over the A's or the Marlins or whoever's at the bottom, it feels to me like they're actually a little bit closer than anybody wants to admit. Now, I don't know if the hard cap ever comes in. DeMarco, you were talking about how the Major League Player Baseball Association, those guys never lose these negotiations.
Never.
And they will dig in, and they will go down with the ship.
Jimmy Hoffa says, damn, y'all good.
Yeah, but I can't tell you exactly why, other than it seems like we haven't gotten doomsday with this. We haven't gotten to the point where everybody's like, it's this or we're not going to come to it, that they're exchanging proposals with still lots of runway to go. I think there will be something where they, air quote, shut it down for a while, but I don't think we're going to miss games for the simple fact that this feels, while not close, not 100 million miles apart, and baseball's as healthy as it's been arguably in 40 years.
Why mess it up?
Why choke out the golden goose now? That's the part that just doesn't make any sense.
Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, and look, if you want to, there has to be a way to penalize the Dodgers and the Mets and the Yankees and these teams that will at least slow them down. But if they want to go do it, let them go do it.
That's the question. If there is a hard cap and it drops to what? You said there was a 200 number?
172, 245 at the high, 172 at the low.
How would that affect your roster right now?
Well, they were talking. Another thing is you basically build in some bird rights stuff where if it's your own guys, you can continue to pay them over the cap, and there are some workarounds, some grandfather clauses that you can put in there that so Shohei doesn't have to, you don't have to cut a player like that or renegotiate that. Those guys get what they get.
But eventually, that's where you're headed. You're going to have to start cutting guys.
You're going to have to make different decisions. You can't have Kyle Tucker and Ohtani and Freeman and Betts and Will Smith. You're going to have to choose, instead of having all six of those guys, you can have two or three.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So in essence, right, if I weren't coming from a Dodger perspective on this and therefore being biased, because it's fun to root for a team that just keeps adding whatever they want and winning every year.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're taking a vote, and how many of the teams, there are many more teams out there that I think are going to want a cap number to be down, right? And then from a player's standpoint, I guess they wouldn't want a limit on it at all, but they could. But there's some threshold, as you just alluded to, and you could, if you want to use the NBA model, then okay, well, instead of having it be a completely hard cap, there's a second apron, which essentially acts as a hard cap because it's so punitive.
Right.
But hey, YOLO, you want to do it for 1 year?
Right.
YOLO.
Give it a shot.
And like, okay, go ahead, fine. You want to pay us, the rest of the league, an additional $2 million. As it's, let's say the Mets are, they sign some player and it's $100 million over what the cap is. Well, then the league benefits from that ultimately, and all the other owners benefit from it ultimately. Even if they have they would think a lesser chance to win that year, they get the money.
I like one of the components of the proposal that the players made back to the owners that I thought was interesting was with whatever rev share model they ultimately land on, that the teams at the bottom that are collecting this money, the tax benefactors, if you put it in your pocket, there are penalties. You can if you want, but if you spend it, you get additional benefits as well. In other words, like
I like that even more.
That you get an additional draft pick. If you sign a free agent, you get something in addition to this, that you're taking the money that is coming from other teams and you're spending it on the team, on the stadium, on baseball-related things that fans can have and players get to respond to. I really liked that idea as opposed to just, hey, the Marlins putting some of the Dodgers' money in their pockets as opposed to taking some of the Dodgers' money and buying another player. That just seems to make a whole lot of sense to me.
There are 12 teams under what would be the floor?
Yes.
Who are they?
Laura, do you have that list? Laura has it in front of her. It's the A's, it's the Marlins, it's the Pirates. I
Pirates
saw
are
it here.
A shock.
I want to say the Guardians might be under it. There's and
okay, I have it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the Orioles, Mariners, Royals.
Good team.
Reds.
Average.
Brewers.
Good.
Rockies.
Terrible.
Twins.
Nah.
Pirates.
Hey.
Terrible.
Rays.
Pretty good.
Cardinals.
Pretty good.
Athletics.
Not bad.
Nationals.
Terrible.
White Sox.
Kind of terrible.
Guardians.
Pretty good. So there's like a mix of teams in there that are both pretty good and terrible.
Pretty good. You can spend up to the floor and get a little bit better.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
One of the ownership proposal, too, was basically a 50-50 split of all league revenues.
Let me ask you, just kind of granularly, moving back, what was the thing that made people, a stoppage is coming? Like, games are going to be missed. Like, what was was
back
just
in
the hard cap?
94?
No, like the narrative in these last couple of years. And, like, basically, this is not going to go well.
I think it's the historical understanding of the owners have been beating this drum for a long time that this was the CBA negotiation that ultimately they were going to re-propose a hard cap, that the ones that they've kind of kicked down, they haven't had any labor issues really since 94. It's been pretty quiet, but they haven't proposed. This was the first time they knew that the hard cap was coming back in, and the players historically have just unilaterally rejected the idea of a hard cap. Like, that is a non-starter. We can talk about some other things, but if that's in there, we're done negotiating. It is a drop-dead topic.
This is Manfred, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He's done a pretty good job. I like what he's done.
I think on totality, he's done a pretty good job, too. I agree with you.
Yeah, because baseball is back.
I think so.
It was dead for a while.
I think that's true,
it's
too.
It's exciting. The game is fun. It's shorter. I like the pitch clock. ABS has been a home run.
Across the board.
It's been great.
Ghost Runner is good.
Yes.
The 3 pitchers, the shift, all of it. It's either been a nothing burger or really good.
Yeah.
None of this stuff has been hey, that was a terrible idea. They changed the wild card format for the better.
Yeah.
They've gotten a lot of this stuff
Everybody's
right.
winning. Everybody's making money. Don't screw this up. I told you I was encouraged because the PA was first. That's new to me. Usually they react, and because they know, like, they have the strongest union in sports. If we say we're not coming, we're not coming. You're going to break before we do. To have them propose first, that's encouraging.
I hope
you're going to
so.
get this thing done.
I hope so.
If it's a work stoppage, it won't be for long.
No, I think it'll be more cosmetic than it is that they actually miss any sort of games. It's too healthy.
Theo Epstein get a little credit for
a ton of credit. Look, he would be a great choice for the next commissioner of baseball. Like, you could put him in there tomorrow, and I'd be thrilled about it.
Yep.
I mean, he's done more to help the game. This is the whole point. The game's healthy again. People go to Dodgers. Don't even look at the Dodgers. The Dodgers are the worst example of the health of baseball because they're always healthy, right? They get 3 million fans even when they're a bad team. Now that they're a good team, they get 4 million, right? But when you go around and watch other games and go to a ballpark, there are kids in these ballparks. Maybe they're not all full like Dodger Stadium, but most of them, the attendance is good. The ratings have been better than they've been in a very long time. It's a healthy sport.
It is. Until you got a guy crotch chopping.
Abner Uribe?
Abner Uribe.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was perfect, though.
That was fun.
I'm pro crotch chopping.
You pro? Me too,
as a
right?
general rule, you're pro crotch chop.
Yep.
Straight Up is sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
That's Mike Trudell.
There
he is, right there.
That's right, guys.
It's him.
Yeah.
And he's
right here.
he's sworn himself to honesty today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Always.
You never lie.
Always. I live by that credo.
You never lie.
It's easier to keep track of what's going on if you just tell the truth.
That's right.
I think OKC is going to close them out tonight.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
I think you're lying now.
Let's
You
do
wanna
that.
tease that? Yeah.
Let's do it. There you go.
I will tell you what I think next.
That's coming up. That is coming up. But not before I remind you, it's a Cosm ticket. Thursday, call 877-710-ESPN. How about right now? Call us right now. Caller number 7 is going to win a 4-pack of general admission tickets to experience the Champions League final at Cosm on Saturday, May 30th. That is at 9 a.m. Experience every goal, save, and dramatic moment on Cosm's massive immersive displays. For more info and tickets, visit Cosm.com. Only with ESPN LA Western Conference Finals. And Trudell's going to fix DeMarco coming up next.
Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA sports talk.
Gym today, I got the best compliment I could possibly get at the gym.
What'd they tell you?
You have really got great arms. Now, I
No one said that to you.
I got
Absolutely
that today.
no
I
one
had the
said
great
that
arms
to you.
compliment today. I think, although I've got a gut, I do have great arms.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
This World Cup season, the ultimate watch party experience is at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Get every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and all the flavors that make every match unforgettable. Grab fire-grilled asada tacos, slow-braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more. Join us for every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
I'm a health assistant. I work in public education.
I'm a contractor.
I have 3 jobs. I work 6 days a week.
It is very expensive to live in California.
Healthcare is unaffordable. Utilities are skyrocketing.
Tom has been fighting for Californians for years.
Tom Steyer helped get free school lunches for children.
Tom took on big oil, big tobacco, big corporations.
When Tom is governor, he'll fight for us, not them.
Tom wants to cut utility rates by 25%.
Deliver single-payer, guaranteed health care.
Take on the big corporations and make California affordable.
Javier Becerra has taken thousands from big oil.
With Becerra, it's not going to get better for working people.
Tom can't be bought.
That's why working Californians like me are getting behind Tom Steyer.
Together, we can beat the special interests.
I can't do it by myself. I need you guys to be with me, and we need to do this together.
Vote Tom Steyer for governor, June 2nd.
Ad paid for by Steyer for Governor 2026.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Yo, this is Jerry Garcia. It's your boy Concrete. And you're listening live to the 710 ESPN Radio, the best show, 3 to 6. Marco and Travis live.
Let's go. More DeMarco and Travis right now.
You should be dead.
You brought up Travolta earlier.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Is my math wrong? Yeah, Wemby's playing more minutes in the postseason than he has in the regular.
By like 10. A million more minutes.
A million more
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
That's the reason I think they may close him out. They've dragged Wemby out into the deep water. He may be a little bit banged up and tired. I think this is where Shea shows up.
So that is a good point, okay, that you make it. And I don't disagree that Wemby has looked worn down in, I'd say, certainly 2 of the 3 losses they've had. The flip side of that is he has looked otherworldly, and like even OKC had no chance of winning the games where he was truly on. I think that, and maybe this is going to kind of square the circle a little bit. I think that whatever he has in him, he finds tonight.
That's true.
Home game 6. But I think that cost them game 7.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Wears himself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that this is, it just makes me think of like NBA history and playoffs, and like, and LeBron James is the best example of this. Jordan would be another one, acknowledging his 1.5-year hiatus. But for LeBron to go to the finals 10 straight years and not to really show a physical
decline.
Not to show that decline the next, because almost everybody else, it is such a slugfest to get through 82. Then to get through 20 plus games of double the intensity, and then your offseason shortened, and then come back and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. Like when you look at LeBron in person, like if there was somebody that was going to be able to do it, he would be it. Like it does make sense. He does take the best care of himself. He is the most naturally gifted. He is the most naturally strong, all that stuff. But Wemby, this is where, like, when we start to think about where to put him in a historical context, this is the part where I think he's got to take these year-by-year steps, because his body is just not built for that. His body, he's by the way, since he's been a kid, he has tried. They have hired the best sports scientists in France. He has put in all the extra time. he goes to bed at 9 p.m. every night. Like he really has tried to optimize it, but it's just like physics. Like
you should go see
7-5.
guy.
He's got all the guys. Well, that's a different story, right? He's got all the guys, but that's the one thing that we don't know, because this is his first postseason run.
Yeah,
the Spurs stunk the last 2 years, so this is the first time that he's had this load. This is the first time that players on the other team for 40 minutes are hitting him every step that he makes. So it's a fair question. I think that he finds enough tonight, though. But I think by Game 7 in that OKC crowd, I think it's going to be difficult for him to summon the energy.
You've said a lot there that I think is fascinating. Kind of go back to LeBron being in the finals 10 years in a row.
Absurd.
The further we get away from that, the more just you're going to say, that can't be right. I must be like it just doesn't make any sense, because think about what the Dodgers are attempting to do this year. They're attempting to win the World Series for the third consecutive year. It hasn't happened in a quarter century, and it's only happened one time before that. Right, to where in the National League, where it was
Yankees in the 90s.
The Yankees in the 90s, and the A's did it in the early 70s.
A's early 70s.
Okay,
and then before that, the Yankees did it like 100 times.
Did it 100 times.
Yeah.
You can see the Dodgers are dropping like flies left and right, and it's exactly what you said. It's a very long season that gets even longer by a month, which cuts a month off of the preseason for everyone else.
Less recovery, less time to build strength.
All of it, and you can and you're older, and it's more difficult, and all of these things,
and the hunger of the other teams versus the hunger of you, and you're not the desperate dog anymore,
and that LeBron did that for 10. He didn't win 10, but it doesn't. He still played in them.
You almost feel bad bringing up the record.
The tax is the same,
and his level did not drop off.
No.
After he had the rough finals against the Mavericks. From that point on, he basically hasn't had a bad playoff series.
Amazing. Do you dock him for not winning more?
No,
I don't.
No, because he wasn't the favorite. All the ones that he lost, his team wasn't as good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Other than that Dallas one, is that the only one?
And the Dallas one was like his team, they had more young talent. They did not have the edge in playoff experience. And no, I mean, this is Jason Kidd, Sean Marion, Dirk Nowitzki, Tyson Chandler, like Jason Terry, all these dudes that knew all of the witchcraft by that point. And that's how they ended up getting. And LeBron couldn't shoot yet to the degree that he shoots now. So they just came up with the plan, hey, we're packing the paint. You are not getting in here. If you beat us over the top with the jump shots, fine. And they, like, Dwayne Wade ended up being great in that series, but they just didn't have it yet. What did LeBron do that offseason? It's like, okay, fine. See what happens next year, and then he won.
Like I said, it's hard to it's hard to slot him anywhere, because when you bring up Jordan, right, you bring up his finals record. He's undefeated. But then you bring up LeBron's record. It doesn't look the same. But then you bring up what you just said, and it's like, forget the record. He got there 10 straight times.
But the commonality in Jordan, like, Jordan did have the combination of physicality and length of time, but he did it while playing like 18 holes of golf a lot of times. So that's a different level of being impressive in drinking 18 Coors or whatever on the course, and then he still did it. And he's just a freak physically and mentally.
I don't think he spent $1 million on his body.
And then
but he was also one of those guys. He was never really out of shape. He was incredibly durable, and with the rules being what they were in the *90s, where you could knock him around the way that you could.
He was strong as hell, and just all of it. And then Kobe, same deal. Kobe's as close to Jordan as you can get. I don't remember any of the. I covered those playoff runs for the Lakers at the back end of it. I don't remember going into a game being like, man, I wonder if Kobe's going to have the juice for a game. It's like it was not even a topic. LeBron, is he going to have the juice? Now, we are fairly talking about, is Wemby going to? Yeah. But the difference also is he's 22, and usually when these guys do it, they're 27.
I think
right?
You said
26,
it too,
27.
Fidel. It's like, yes, he's young, but it's his physiology. It's just the way that he's built. He will never be a heavy a day in his life. No matter what he eats, no matter how he's just one of those guys that's going to be skinny.
And that can help his joints,
At one point, Shaq was skinny.
But not like that.
But
like
not
Shaq
skin
was
and
barrel-chested and muscular. But, like Wemby is really, really narrow and thin. And I'm not saying he won't get stronger and he won't be.
He'll thicken up. Yeah.
But he's going to thicken up in this way that Kevin Durant thickened up. But he's thicker than he used to be, but he's still not thick.
And this is why it's such a confounding conversation, though, and like why we probably need a doctor and a physical therapist to help us, because it also helps him that he's not going to be that heavy, because he won't have the same pressure on his joints at being that height. So it's like that's the flip side to it. Is what's the perfect balance? Like, I think he will get as close as you can. because he is desperate to be the best, because he will do everything, because he will optimize his sleep. So he's going to get the most out of what he has. We just haven't seen it before. And that's why it's like, all right, show me you can get through the Western Conference Finals. I believe you can get to Game 7, but I don't right now. I hate doubting him, but I'm like, if I have to pick, I think OKC will have more in Game 7, but like let's watch tonight first.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Picking OKC in a potential Game 7 makes all the sense in the world. Yeah. It's in their building. They're the defending champion. They've got the MVP. They've got a deep team. They've got all of it. It makes a ton of sense. But I've been telling DeMarco this the last day or two. Why I would think if you put a gun to my head and said pick a team, I'd pick OKC, but I wouldn't feel great about it because of what we've done. The best player on the court is that guy. He's on the other team. And in one game, the team with the best guy scares the daylights out of me. Even if he's on a team that might not be as good as that team, like LeBron is a perfect example of this. If we get into a one-game situation and you have the best guy, even if I got the best team, that really scares me.
Scary. Yeah.
I agree with you, so I'm having to do a little bit of devil's advocate here. But your second best guy, by this point of the playoffs, has to be good enough to be able to carry some of that weight for the best guy. And where you worry about the Spurs in this context, this is where, okay, well, first of all, who is the second best guy?
What night are we talking about? Yeah,
it's probably Stephon Castle, but like he's not the second best guy with the ball in his hands. He's the second best all-around player. Okay, so is it De'Aaron Fox? Well, his ankle is banged up.
Yep.
Dylan Harper is banged up. He's a rookie. On a given night, he can be your second best guy. So that's where, like, I agree with you in the long term of this and looking at who's the best guy. Yes, can he be the difference maker? But if the other team's second best and third best and fourth best and fifth best are like, if you're a little bit more sure that you're going to get what you need from them, then that negates the difference between Wemby and Shea.
Do you like watching Oklahoma City? Like, I know you're a basketball guy. I know you love watching the NBA specifically, but do you just enjoy watching them play a basketball game?
I know that this has been a discussion point now that more people have been watching them. And to me, it's one that's it's already existed in the NBA kind of insider community. And Travis, you're a ball knower, so you know about that.
Mark that.
Ball knowers. I would say that I am, this is not a fun sports talk radio position. I am kind of in the middle of the narrative on it. I don't love watching Shea relative to other superstars. He's not my favorite. It just for a couple different reasons. I respect him. I think he's great, but I don't love watching him. The grift is a little bit too close to
entering rarefied
It's
air.
A little bit too close to like Chris Paul, James Harden manipulation of the game and the rules that it's just not sexy.
Unethical
it's
hoops,
not
baby.
Fun. Yeah, it is unethical.
It's a foul.
It just is. Now, it's also effective, and he does, like, the way that he sells it is just kind of annoying. Like, his facial expression is kind of just like, it's just kind of corny. But like, I'm not a total hater on it. And the rest of the organization it's annoying in the sense that I think they've literally had meetings where what is the way that we can get the refs to give us the most calls?
Yeah.
Okay, don't talk to them. Right, like they've done it all. Like I know for a fact that Sam Presti I shouldn't say for a fact. What do you say when you know? I know for a fact, but it's not. Yeah. I know it's true, but it's not true. It's
I bet that farm that
something.
Yeah,
like it's like they have had meetings about how to optimize every little thing. And that part is annoying, right? And they're annoying in that sense, but they also have guys that I like the way they play.
Sure.
Like, I like the way they compete.
Sure.
You know, in Caruso's embodies that. Hartenstein embodies that. Like, they have players.
I even like Lou Dort.
But now Lou Dort, for somebody like that to flop on screens when you're that strong, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But, like, I like a guy that'll slide in and take a charge in the clutch. Like, I respect that, which he will do.
Mm-hmm.
But he will also flop setting a screen 50 feet from the rim. So I don't hate them as much as some people do, but I don't like them.
If you're in charge of the officials, if you're Adam
I'm rooting for
Silver,
the Spurs. Put it that way.
Yeah, like anybody that's in charge of the game in the sense that not only do you have to make the games have integrity and be on the up and up, that obviously is number one, but number two, I have to have a compelling product to put on television.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we got to get rid of the shift. This is why we got to make sure that a baseball game doesn't take 3.5 hours, that all of these analytics things that work, they're bad TV, right? That the foul, it's bad TV.
Agreed.
Now, and it's not
You want me to not call it?
Right. Oklahoma City's business is not, they're not in the TV business. They're in the win a basketball game business. This is, going back to what we were talking about with San Antonio when they started kind of the load management thing. And it was like, hey, that kind of works. We should get in on that. It's terrible for the league. It's bad for business. It's bad for TV. It's bad for TNT and ESPN and ABC and everybody that promotes these games and broadcasts these games. but it works, and
and I don't even think it's worked.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
but the idea of SGA's getting calls. Shoot what he shoot, DeAndre. Say 17 free throws.
17 free throws.
I don't want to watch anybody shoot 17 free throws. I just don't want to watch it,
especially by Game 5 of a pivotal playoff series.
I want to watch him do what he does.
Yeah.
That's awesome, but it's like that push pull of it's effective, but it's bad TV. So that's tough.
You don't want to call the foul.
That's where it's tough. That's where
because foul baiting, it is a foul.
I know.
We hate it.
So here's the qualifier though, and I mentioned James Harden and Chris Paul. They were always playoff. Their numbers would go down in the playoffs because refs do not typically give the same type of grifting fouls in the postseason context. And in theory, that's what should be happening as every round. That should be happening more. And Shea should be getting less of those calls. And they're like, look, man, sorry, I'm not going to give you the one where you up fake and lean into him.
Yeah.
Okay. If you like actually up fake him and he lands on you while you're shooting, okay, fine. But if the guy kind of doesn't fall for it, it slides with you and you lean your body into him, you're not getting that anymore. And then, all right, let's still play. And then let's play basketball. But in Game 5, he was still getting that.
Yeah.
Now, Wemby did get some of those calls too, though, on the other end. And they were just giving too many calls overall. So tonight we got to bury the whistle, right? Let them play. Let them get out there and play. Let's just blow for blow. And then we'll have the whole conversation about is Wemby ready for 7? If so, but do you still think OKC tonight, though? You think they close it out?
I think they close them out.
Okay.
I really do.
Maybe this will change your mind.
Yeah.
Jonathan just told me in my ear here that Wemby just rolled into the arena in a Shaolin monk outfit.
I take back everything I said. This is going 7.
Yeah. It's
really?
On the YouTube channel, Jonathan.
Get out of town.
Yeah,
oh, my God.
It's on the YouTube channel if you want to go check it out. So, yeah, that may change everything.
That's
why I wanted to qualify. I wanted to make sure that everybody knew.
A 7'5" monk.
Yeah.
Wow. You got a nice little shave, too, in the top
does
of
he
the
really?
head.
Look, if you don't know that much about Wemby, he really is wired much more like all of the psychopath greats. He really is. Like he's
Jordan, Kobe. Who else you put in this category?
Yeah, well, LeBron. Like LeBron doesn't always say, but he really is wired. Like I have to be the best.
Yeah,
I have. And that guy, that personality, doesn't come into a home game 6 and just kind of go out without shooting his shot.
Let me say this:
he's given whatever he has is he's unloading the clip tonight.
I think OKC still closes them out, but what I haven't said was what this creates in Wemby when he loses, because they all have to go through some sort of failure in the playoffs.
So with that in mind, let's put a pin in that. We'll come back to that at 5 o'clock. We got tip or no tip coming up next. Trudell is here on a Thursday. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA. And you heard me mention the truck just a few minutes ago. Susan borrowed the truck because my Chevy Silverado from Rotolo Chevrolet is fantastic, right? We can move around all the stuff we need to do. And if you've been thinking about a Silverado, if you've been thinking about anything in the Chevy car or truck family, there's no place you need to go other than Rotolo Chevrolet. It's right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit, right there in Fontana. Every make, model, color that you've been thinking about, they've got it at Rotolo Chevrolet. The pricing, of course, it's going to be amazing. But that customer service, you're thinking, Trav, man, I bought cars other places. Yeah, I know, I get it. It's not like what you think, right? It is exactly why they have won 14 Dealer of the Years in a row. It is exactly why Mike Capozio's having the great time on TV. It's exactly why he knows if you come onto the lot, you're going to be satisfied because it's transparent, it's courteous, it's upfront. You're going to love your purchase from Rotolo Chevrolet. So come see for yourself what all the fun's about at Rotolo Chevrolet. And if you can't get out to Fontana, not a problem at all. Go online, RotoloChevy.com, ROTOLO, RotoloChevy.com. And whether you go in Fontana or whether you go in online, make sure they know that Travis sent you in to Rotolo Chevrolet.
Hi, it's Chris Morales, and at ESPN LA, we love Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and we hope to see you at the 10th Annual Walk and Play LA. First, I'm going to walk a 3K showing my support for this amazing hospital, and I want you to join me in raising funds for critically ill kids. Then we'll play with live music, games, and sports clinics led by local athletes. Join the fun Saturday, June 6th at the Santa Monica Pier. Go to ESPNLA.com to sign up for Team ESPN LA and use the discount code PLAY to save $10 on registration.
Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
You already know how to count. You already know who to call. Simple counting pattern that lands on Jacob every time. 800-345-6789.
So basically, if you can count to 9, you can count on Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
Crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. 4 o'clock in the Southland. You know what that means. Time for Tip or No Tip. Tip or No Tip. With producer Laura. Tip or No Tip time. Take it away, producer Laura.
Thank you, Chris. By the way, Trav, I know you mentioned the UCLA Bruins softball uniforms. I love their uniforms.
Yeah, they got good gear.
What's wrong with the Bruins?
Nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I was giving them compliments for their gear. They got the big Bruin on the side of their batting helmet. I'm a huge fan.
They just hit a home run?
Yes, they did.
Nice.
There you go.
Go Bruins.
Go ladies.
All right, guys. So actually, briefly, I know DeAndre mentioned this earlier to start the show. So SGA and his legal department are taking legal action over a parody board game called Unethical Hoops, owned by sports company Underdog, who created a parody version, like he mentioned earlier, of Operation, mocking his foul baiting. And the promo, the buzzer, would go off for a foul anytime that Shea's character was touched. According to a letter obtained by The Athletic, Shea's lawyers demanded the company permanently cease and desist from using his name, image, and likeness in any media. Underdog says, hey, just satire, and they're not backing down. So tip or no tip, Shea has every right to protect his image and brand and going after this game.
I'll go tip on that, I guess. Is it costing him money, or you're not making money on the game?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it right there. I don't care what you say. I'm just not making money on it.
I got to wet my beak, too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, if you're using my NIL, name, image, and likeness, and I'm not getting the taste, then you need to stop. Now, if it's one of those nameless, faceless things that we all know as SGA, but really doesn't have his name or anything, like, okay, kind of lean into it and be a good sport about it. But if somebody's making some money,
I got to be a part of it.
I'd at least like a little taste.
Remember that we're talking about the actors, Brian Bosworth. So when he played football, remember the Denver thing?
Oh, yeah.
I hate Brian Bosworth.
Yeah.
When you looked at the fine print, he made those T-shirts.
Yep.
Smart man. Yes, I want my business.
Trudeau?
Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
If he was getting, like, if he was getting a little cut, do you guys think he would care?
Of course. If he's getting paid, sure.
You don't think you would think he'd be like, whatever, make fun of me?
I don't know the man's personality well enough to speculate, but look, you can tease me, especially if you're making money. Tease me. I don't care.
$2 million? Sure, let's go.
I don't care.
Seems a little soft. I won't say another word.
No, they said something about back-to-back MVPs, and he wins another championship that puts him in rarefied air. Like, he's in with, like, a small selection of great players. Like, he may be one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, just multiple MVPs is pretty rare.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a foodie one. Hopefully you guys didn't touch on it yesterday, but Toy Story 5 is coming out soon. And Papa John's is turning one of LA's locations into a real-life pizza planet from Toy Story. For only one day, so let's not get too crazy, a Melrose Papa John's will transform into the iconic arcade-style pizza spot from the movies to sell the, like I said, to release the release of Toy Story 5. It will feature retro arcade games, exclusive merch and collectibles, of course, gotta make money, Toy Story-themed pizzas like Space Ranger Roni and Sheriff's Roundup, the Claw Machine, the prizes and giveaways. The event happens June 12th on Melrose. Tickets are free, but reservations are required and expected to disappear fast. So tip or no tip, you're into the theme pop-ups and are down to go to them.
This is going to be, I'm no tip on this. Did you see the last Toy Story?
Hater.
Which one was it? Was it the one with the spork?
It was great.
It was awesome.
Yes.
Why do you need to make another one?
But this concept is so good, though.
It
Any
is.
parent knows, like, the we all hate the iPad, but we need it. You know, and then the competition with and then
I
AI.
saw the concept.
Oh, it's so brilliant. They're going to knock it out of the park again.
The last one was so perfect.
Was the last one the one with the spork? Where the
Forky. Yes.
Yeah.
Not
but
my favorite one.
I love Porky.
It's such a great concept, though.
Okay.
But as for the Pizza Planet thing, they do have that at Disneyland.
Yeah.
They do.
Right. But so, I'm into it, but I'm a Toy Story supporter in general.
Okay.
And I hear what you're saying. Like, when you go out in a good note, you want to kind of kill it from there, but you got me with this concept. And I think it's so, especially for parents, which is obviously a big target market here, right, with Disney. And I get it, and I think it's going to work.
I would love to see it. I'm not waiting in a line to do it. I'm not making a reservation to do it. But I like the idea of turning a normal chain pizza place into kind of a themed. Yeah, that sounds fun. If my kids were younger and they were dying to do it, I might go do it.
Yeah, like half of all of this is just like about finding a way to make a special moment for a little kid. Like, sure, I'm not gonna
Explain to me why you guys like that last. And I'm a huge Toy Story fan. I think they're great movies, but that fourth one missed me by a mile.
I haven't. It's been too long. I'm going to do a rewatch with my kids, and I'll get back to you on it. So I remember it fondly, but I can't remember exactly what happens. Maybe that means that I'm old, but
That's the one where they were like gonna die,
park?
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or that's 3.
No, that's 3.
That's 3.
Where they're
That's
going
3.
into the trash incinerator.
Yeah,
That's
that's
3.
three. That one was great.
I don't think so.
No.
4's the one with Sporky that's on the side of the road and he keeps throwing himself into the trash.
And they get to the amusement park
That's
thing,
the
right?
one.
And they
Yes.
stay at the amusement park, right?
I just remember liking it, but I don't. I need to
Like
rewatch
free
in
will.
order to be,
I'll watch it.
to give
I need
you
more of the prospector in my life. I like
Oh
that
my
guy.
God, that guy pissed
Yes.
me off. Okay, so I know like this one is more kid themed, but honestly, because I grew up with Toy Story, I would probably go to the pop up. But did you guys hear about like the one? There was a pop up for the Golden Girls. There was a Friends pop up. They've done like all these random pop ups, and they always hit.
I'm there for Golden Girls.
You'd have to do the ones you mentioned are not in my. But if you told me there was a Cheers one, if there was a Seinfeld one, yeah, why not? I would a Mad Men themed throwback night. Yeah, I would go do something like that.
Give me the A-Team. Come on, let's go.
Only if I get to dress as B.A. Baracus.
There you go. Of course.
Get a little mohawk
There you
and
go.
the chains.
I don't know if you guys were into like Ted Lasso. They didn't do like a pop up like that, but there was a Culver City like coffee shop that had like the little cookies that he would always bring to the owner. So I remember I went and I was like, oh, because I love Ted Lasso. So, I mean, I partake in those
I'm hoping
things.
Stranger Things brings back an 80s themed McDonald's.
Oh, you want the styrofoam box?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Since
that's cool.
we're talking about pizza, and I know we're a Pizza Hut family here.
Yes.
When I was a kid, right, it was like fine dining. You had the breadsticks before the salad bar, and then you had the dessert pizza after, like at the restaurant.
Forgot about the
I want them to bring that back. Okay, like the full on
with the glass lamps over the
Yes.
table.
Yeah, that's what I
There
want.
you go.
I'm telling you, I would take my kids to that every
Now
Friday
you're
night.
talking.
Yeah, no, those would be a lot of fun. Like the 80s themed McDonald's, like the table. Did you go in as a family and
Of
sit down in
course.
the McDonald's?
It was a restaurant.
It was a
It was a
night
thing.
out.
Yes.
It was a night out. We used to go like maybe once a week. My mom, dad, my brother, and I. We would go in there, order the food, sit at the table, eat it, My mom and dad would then order a cup of coffee, and we'd go climb all over those toys in the
have a
backyard.
blast.
Did you do the balls? The little.
They didn't have that. This is
okay,
the 70s.
Good,
Yes.
Yeah, this is
The
where you
climb
can
is-
climb on something
see,
and fall
this-
off and break your arms.
This preceded me in terms of the going to eat there.
Oh, yeah.
But they did definitely have, especially in Minnesota, because there's so many times where the weather's terrible. So they had the big play place.
Yeah.
That's my man.
They had the thing that would spin around, so you put your little brother on it, get that thing going
Yes.
10,000 miles an
yeah,
hour, and
right.
he'd go
Yeah.
flying and hit the gate.
Yep.
So you-
Concussion potential.
Mom, dad, you, and brother.
Yeah.
$25.
Way less.
Way less.
Way
I'm talking
less.
about- I can take my family to In-N-Out now for like 32.
A hamburger then or a
you're talking
cheeseburger was like
$10.
49 cents.
Yeah,
right.
dude.
Yeah.
$10.
$10
Right,
with the
whole
shakes.
family.
bro.
Yeah. And if everything was going good in the house, you might get an apple pie.
Oh,
To go home with.
Yeah.
There you
well,
go.
speaking of that, we were talking about my mom was in town recently, and we took the kids to see Mandalorian and Grogu, which was great.
Yeah.
And for my mom, 3 kids, my wife and myself, and popcorn and the whole thing, $130, $140. My mom and I were talking about we used to go to $1 Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah.
And bring in candy, bring in a soda, and so basically it cost us $4
go to a movie.
to see a movie. But when I was growing up, and I'm like, yep, not anymore.
No.
And I did, by the way, bring them out and do it. I know it's not looked upon kindly all the time, but
You
I
know
bought
what?
the popcorn.
They've-
I bought the candy.
They've
I
done
bought
it
all
to
the rest of
themselves.
Yeah.
They've done it to
I want one win for
think,
this.
I think you and I are similar in that we're generally speaking rule-following
Yes.
individuals.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I will follow you, even if I think your rule is stupid or silly. I'll follow it because whatever. We're trying to have a society here. But when you're tagging me for a $10 soda,
man.
it's like, man, I don't know. I'm gonna stick that can of
$8 for
Coke in my
Mike
jacket.
Wolf's. Here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
But I know my wife, she likes the fountain drink specifically in the taste, and so I know I'm going to have to buy her one.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, there's no way I can justify getting myself one as well financially, so I might bring in my
the
own.
Candy.
Yeah.
I bring in the candy. I'll buy like nachos there.
Yeah.
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 So better go to
bring
Dollar
the-
Tree.
I'll bring in the
Hell
candy.
yeah,
Go to
dude.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree
Yeah,
is the place
exactly.
to go.
Am I the only one that has snuck in a full-size burrito and a flask in the
No,
movie?
no, you're
No.
not.
No.
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
Okay.
I brought in a foot long, or full, whatever.
Subway?
No, Jersey Mike's.
Oh,
What do they call it?
yeah.
The regular.
The
No,
giant.
the ex-
The giant.
The one that
Giant,
cut,
giant,
the one that cut
the
into
giant.
4
It's called the
pieces.
giant.
Yeah.
I brought that into a movie a little bit ago because I split it with the boys.
Yeah.
I have a half of the giant, and then they each have a quarter.
Yeah.
And I got that in there.
But the problem is, and I respect the hustle a great deal.
Yep.
That Jersey Mike's wrapper is noisy.
It
Yeah.
is.
So when
well,
you're
you gotta
getting it
wait
out
till
of the
something
bag,
you
the
gotta wait till
wrapper,
you
You
gotta
gotta wait for an explosion
wait
or
for
something
something to
big,
explode.
okay?
Yeah.
Like
No,
when
you
you
get-
open the beer
I
or the
handle all
drink.
that. I handle all that during one of the loud previews.
There you
There you go.
go.
That's
There
when I
you
handle.
go.
Come
There
on,
you go.
guys.
That's why a
This is not my
burrito's good
first time.
because you can just when
Yes.
you tear the foil, it's very quiet.
Right.
Yeah. And then when you want to pop that beer, it's a
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just you pull that down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
still do that if I have to if I have gas or something. I'll still do the cough cover.
There you go.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, my wife's like, I know why you coughed. Honey. I know why you coughed. I'm like, well,
I know your game. I know your game.
I
know
love
what you're
Trudell's
up to.
game. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys one more just because I know this came out of but I still wanted to bring it up. So the NFL owners officially voted to give Nashville the 2030 Super Bowl, marking the first time in the city will ever host the game. It will be played in the brand new Nissan Stadium, and the league is betting big on Nashville becoming the next mega event because of the music scene, nightlife, and the massive success of the
Nashville's
2019. And yeah, so that's where I'm going.
Mhm.
The draft there. So, tip or no tip, the NFL got it right because Nashville is the next big city.
The only thing I don't know is what's Tennessee like in February.
Cold. I mean,
not bad though.
It's not Chicago cold,
No.
but it's not Las Vegas or Los Angeles or San Diego.
It's temperate. It's not like it's not like freezing. I don't think here. I'll look up. I'll look up for
Okay.
it while you're thinking. Yeah. Now, by the way, I've
I
never
think it
been
should
to
be
Nashville.
warm
but
nor have
I've been
I.
to Memphis 37 times. So
I don't remember playing there when it was cold, but
So Susan and her friends went on a trip to Nashville about a year or so ago and had a blast. And they absolutely loved the city and all
Awesome.
this thing. Yeah, I've
Yes.
never been to it, so I don't know, but
the bar scene, every bar has a band and they're all talented.
Yeah.
So-
you
Is
can go
it-
one spot to the
So,
next
DeMarco,
spot. Yeah.
temperature range, low of 32, high of 53.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cold.
So it's in that. So it's like you're looking at like 40s.
It's
The
cold.
one
So it's
thing
fine.
I don't want in the Super Bowl is weather to be a factor at all. It should not be a
it's not-
factor.
I'm just, but it could be cold, but it's not going to be
40 isn't
Minnesota,
going to
like,
change.
where
No,
you're screwed.
no, but
Like, you can put a jacket on and be fine. Is
40
would be my point.
It gets wet. It's cold. Now you're battling the elements. That should not be the Super Bowl.
I know the answer to this is money, so I'm not really asking. But why are we going to anywhere that's not L.A.,
Miami,
Phoenix, Miami, New Orleans? Like, just keep going to those
That's
four
a bad
places.
question for me as a Minnesotan who isn't as intimidated by the weather. So
Yeah.
I guess.
But it's not just weather, and you could just go L.A., Vegas, Miami, New Orleans, and everybody likes going to those four places. There's stuff to do in those four places. We don't need to go to anywhere other than those spots.
I mean,
I'm with you.
Well, so I guess the easiest answer, not just money, but just it's kind of the carrot. If you build a new stadium, right? If you invest in the league, we will invest back in you by giving you this.
Right.
And it seems like almost nobody who's built a new stadium doesn't get a Super Bowl.
Right.
Right. It's
They've
kind of
made
almost
good on those.
Yeah, it's almost like that's the biggest kind of thank you we can give you by bringing. Hey, here's whatever billion that comes into your economy.
Okay. Are they going to put one in Buffalo? They're building one.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
no,
a great
no.
test, right?
Dome, though.
That's a great test
but
right
it's still,
there.
It's still Buffalo in February.
Yeah.
So it would suck for the people coming to watch, but at least weather's not a factor
No,
for the
it
game.
won't affect the game, but it'll affect the vibes.
Of course it will.
Yeah,
Of course
Buffalo
it will.
in February is
What team had the bad field? They were slipping all over the place. What?
Well, but they had the Super Bowl in Minneapolis, right? Because they built the new stadium, and I assume it was horribly cold and people hated it.
It was the Chiefs and the Eagles. I
that's
forget
the one.
I forget where the game was. Oh, it was in Phoenix.
They were sliding all over the place.
Yeah,
that's
the
right.
paint on the field or something had created some
Should
problems
not be a
along the
factor
way.
in the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Doesn't DeMarco look nice today?
Fine.
Thank you.
Uncle
Up
Phil.
here, up here.
Oh yeah,
There you
great.
go.
Excellent. Yeah.
Very.
Oh yeah.
I'm Mr. Farr tonight. It's
Uncle
5th
Phil.
grade graduation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah, there you go.
we've coached him up that he's got.
Oh, that is nice. I didn't see they had the button down underneath the.
Right
Oh,
there.
that's very nice.
He's got the sweater vest.
Yeah,
There you go.
So from my angle, it could have been like a Rams long sleeve from my angle, but when he turned around and showed me the buttons, that's
There you
class
go.
it up.
Uncle
That's
Phil.
the
There you
difference
go.
right there.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
There you
listening to KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. I'm glad that we coached you up on you need to get a lei or some flowers or something for your daughter. Just nothing fancy, just
sent
something.
the text message.
Yeah.
Right after we talked about it.
There you go.
All handled.
There you go.
The Emily thing got me.
We had a bagel lei for one of my children.
A bagel
So
lei?
there's a local bagel place in Dana Point.
Okay.
That the bagel store will crown one of the Dana Hill students the bagel lord.
I love bagels.
Okay.
Apparently, I don't say the word right. Bagel.
How do you say it?
Bagel.
Bagel.
He says bagel.
You say
Bagel.
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 Long A. A.
Bagel. It's the one word that
Bagel.
I've been stopped on in my entire life. My accent is otherwise not remarkable in any way.
Try
But
bagel.
people claim bagel.
Bay.
Bagel.
He can't do it.
San Francisco is the city by the
Bay.
goal.
Exactly.
Bagel.
There you go.
Bagel.
Yeah.
Bagel.
Yeah. You're sliding back into it. So anyway,
Whatever.
they crowned the bagel lord.
Bagel.
One student each year. Both my boys won, and they get a
bagel lei.
lei
My-
full of
Okay.
bagels.
So
Different kind of bagels?
Yeah, all
Okay.
the different. Then
There
they're
you
little
go.
mini ones. They're like the
Okay,
little ones
there
you
you
get
go.
at the
my high
convenience
school
store.
lunch every single day basically was a bagel with hard salami in
can't
the
do
middle.
it.
That sounds good.
Put it in tin foil. Put it
Sure.
in the
What's
paper.
a bagel?
Put it in the paper bag. A
Yeah.
bagel every day.
Go
Solid.
to Chambers.
I like a salt bagel. I like a
Bad.
salt bagel. I like the one from Panera that's like the cinnamon crunch.
Oh, that's
Of
good.
course
It's a
you
nice
do.
one.
Of course you do.
Sweeter the
Super
better.
good.
I
Yeah.
would love to put if they had frosting
I
on
was
them.
going to say, stuff it with grape jelly and frosting.
That would
and
be
you're,
a donut, wouldn't it?
You're
Yeah.
all in.
Ooh, grape-
Otani
I
was
do like grape jelly
was
on it.
not very good last night,
Yeah.
and he nearly threw a no-hitter. This is where we've landed. That's
Peanut
coming
butter
up next.
jelly bagel also good.
This is going to bother me the rest of the day.
Yeah.
DeMarco
Bagel.
and Travis, ESPN LA.
The personalities you know.
This season, considering how the hell it went, not a failure. They missed LeBron for the first 14 games. He had no preseason. They lose Austin for 5 weeks. Then he eventually comes back.
The personalities you know, the teams you love, the station you spend time with every day. LA's mega sports station. ESPN LA 710 and the all-new ESPN LA app.
This World Cup season, the ultimate watch party experience is at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and all the flavors that make every match unforgettable. Grab fire-grilled asada tacos, slow-braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more. Join us for every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Mason in Ireland.
Mace ignores your text.
Mace loves to ignore text. Yeah, this whole text thing is just annoying as hell.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I'm not glued to my phone the way some people are. I mean, you're texting and I'm in the same places every day. My schedule is really set.
But I'm texting 25 people. It's not just to you. By the way, when your phone seems to work when you text me about Mason Plus.
I don't think I text you that much about Mason Plus, do I?
There's more texts about Mason Plus than there are about maybe calling into the postgame show.
I told you I was stoned. I am not calling in when I am toasty.
Yeah, actually, that might make for really good radio.
I do not want to call anywhere. I don't want to be public when I'm toasty.
Mason in Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Rams fans, D-Farr here. The Rams are making history in 2026, heading to Melbourne, Australia to face the Niners. You can be there. I've teamed up with True Fan Travel to hook you up with the ultimate fan experience. Game tickets, hotels, exclusive events, even a chance to meet me all in one package. This isn't just a trip, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Visit TrueFanTravel.com right now and secure your spot. That's TrueFanTravel.com. See you there.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
Crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
I know just enough to pretend that I know what I'm talking about. That, by the way, goes for almost everything except for drinking and baseball.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
Puppy power!
I know you had that in you.
Come on, I bet you. Come on.
Back to the guys.
Hey! Yeah, that's the Brothers Johnson.
I'm unfamiliar with their work.
This is them. I love that name, the Brothers Johnson.
Good.
Yeah, great name.
Wait, you're the music guy. I thought he knew everything.
I'm the music guy like you're the food guy.
I thought you knew Travis.
Hey,
wait a minute.
So I know much more about food than you know about music. I do not like cheese, ranch, or blue cheese, or basically like any white sauce other than frosting. I like most everything else.
First of all, frosting's not a sauce.
Disgusting.
No, but I'm saying a white. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. Those are my only weird food things. You generally don't like music.
No, it's not that I don't like music.
Or don't recognize or know music.
That.
Yeah. Well, I would say those are the same thing.
No, I like when I'm in the car, occasionally I will turn on music. I listen to music today.
There you go.
Probably won't listen for a few more weeks, but I got scratch the itch today.
Okay.
It's not at the top of my list.
All right,
I'm listening to important things.
There you go. Who played bass on Thriller? Will Chamberlain. That's what he would say.
Yeah.
Right.
He's on every other
That's a good
list.
guess, right?
He's on every other list.
Okay, fellas, I have to go to fifth grade graduation.
Go. Get your flowers.
You guys have. They
See
already
ya.
got
Enjoy.
them.
We
Have
will
fun.
hold
Yes,
it
sir.
down.
Great to see you guys. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye, Wemby.
I'll be at a fifth grade graduation in like 2 weeks.
Oh, you got one coming up too.
Yeah, my fifth grade. Well, I guess they don't do a fifth grade graduation, to be honest.
Do they call it a promotion?
Well, I don't even know if they do that like on the last day. I know maybe they do it from school to school, but like fifth grade is tied into the middle school for like 5 through 8 where they're at. So they'll just be going to the same school into sixth grade. But they'll the last day where we live, it's just the last days on the beach.
I got a question for you, Trudell, but first I'm going to read this because they're connected.
Okay.
The Top Athletes Big Moments, all one night. The OC Sports Award, hosted by me, is coming up on June 18th at Angel Stadium. You can celebrate greatness and be a part of one of Orange County's premier sports nights. Get your tickets right now at theocsportsawards.org. Here it is again, theocsportsawards.org. Have you ever emceed or hosted something like that? Is that something in your broadcasting resume?
I've done some stuff like that before. I was wondering if you were going to say I was nominated for something, but it doesn't sound like it.
They have not given me the final list of nominees, so I'm not sure.
It's funny. I think because I've done so many live events, and obviously 99% of them are games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love to have to do something else where I have to be on like that.
Okay.
Unless like if it's for a good cause, if it's a friend or something. I've emceed a few weddings, like things like that. Always happy, of course, to do that if it's a friend. But I've done a lot of the live event things, so it's not my favorite thing to do.
So I have not done many of them. I have done a small handful. Let's call it that. Less than 5. It's 3 weeks from today. Okay. I'm starting to get a little nervous, and I'm starting to look. I've talked to Ireland. I've talked to a few other people who have done this more frequently, and I'm just looking for tips on how to kind of calm myself. I know once I get started, I'm going to be fine, but I'm a little worried about getting started and how I'm going to present in those first 90 seconds or so.
I hear that, and it's tricky too because it's a harder thing to prepare for.
Yeah.
In the way that it's not like you can study film necessarily, or in my case, if I'm doing a basketball game, and I remember how nervous I was the first time I was going to do a Laker game. And it's like, well, one thing that I can do, though, is obsessively prepare for every single thing on the team. I know every player. I know every coach. I know everything on the opponent. And you can just get ready that way. Whereas for something like that, where you just have to get up on stage, and sure, to an extent, you're going to read a prompter. But I'm trying to think the last thing that I did. So I presented an award at the local Emmys, I think 2 years ago. And similar thing. It's like I know basically what I'm going to say, but then depending on how the audience reacts, you might have to shift that a little bit.
I have a couple of jokes that jokes are the wrong words. Little anecdotes that I'm going to trot out, and I've done them in other places, and they usually hit. But I'm a little concerned that
you want to test one out right now.
Yeah, you ready for one?
All
right. So here's one that I've used before, and this is how here's who I am. This is what it is, and I've said this, because I do what I do. Many people come to me and ask about public speaking and what's the best way to go about it. And I have always said, no one has ever listened to a toast, a speech, an acceptance, any of these things, and thought, I wish that guy would have talked longer. So with that in mind, let's get to the rest of this, right? So I just kind of want to move through it as quickly as we can and eliminate all of the stuff of me having to song and dance man this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, while acknowledging that, and I like the spirit behind it, there's also a reason that you're doing it and a robot isn't doing it.
Yes.
Because if you just wanted to move it along as quickly as possible.
I'm going to set it up. There's going to be some tone, but basically the theme of the night, and this is an Ireland one that he's given me, is keep it moving. Keep it moving. You cannot keep it moving enough. That if you can get everybody in and out of there in under 90 minutes or 2 hours, you've done a great job.
You know what? I think that's one good way to do it. Now, it's another if you are Jimmy Kimmel or Stephen Colbert, and you're just naturally hilarious, and then that's one thing. They may want that guy to talk a little bit more.
Sure.
But that's
it's not what I'm here
12 guys on the planet that are that good at it, and that's why they host the Oscars every time. I agree. In your case, and I would be the same way, where it's mostly very friendly, very warm, very welcoming, and then boom, let's get to it and let's move out.
Here's the first guest. Our first honoree of the night is blah 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 blah.
You want to be like a referee that is not noticed too much, but at the end of the game is sort of appreciated, kind of like a Zach Zarba, where he's there, he looks good, right, and he's not making too many calls, but he's giving you more than the worst refs are.
Here's how I know that guy's a good referee that you just talked about. I've never even heard his name.
Oh, he's one of the few that most people would know. But
that's how
you'd recognize him because he's handsome.
Maybe I'd recognize his face, but the only umpires I know by names are the bad ones.
Yeah, that's usually true.
Right, like Laz Diaz, Angel Hernandez, CB Buckner. Like I know those guys.
Yeah,
I know those guys. Did you watch Ohtani last night?
Yes.
Is there another athlete you can think of? Because I've been thinking about this a lot. He pitched really poorly last night. He gave up no hits. Like
I was going to say, define poorly.
He was inefficient. He walked a lot of guys. He hit a guy. He put himself in trouble when he didn't need to be. He had traffic against a bad team, and yet when he was all said and done, he did not give up a single hit. Like I don't know if I've seen an athlete, certainly not a baseball player, who is held to the standard that he's held to.
But this is the one that I've seen a lot is LeBron, because he'll have games where I'm right there. Okay, I just mentioned all the prep, so I know how he played the previous game. I know what he does against that opponent. I know what his shooting percentage is. I know all this stuff, and I'll go through the whole game, and I'll be like, that was not a good LeBron game. And then at the end of the day, he had 33 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, and the Lakers won. And I'll be like, he wasn't really very good. Like it wasn't a particularly good defensive game from him. He had high turnovers. He wasn't as focused as, and again, to his standard.
Yeah.
Okay. To be clear. And that's why I said, are you sure when you talk about Shohei?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, and that is.
Well, you could see it on his face last night. He was deeply frustrated with what was going on.
And these are the greats of the greats where when they don't have their fastball, as it were, and yet they're just that much more talented than everybody else.
He is in the meat of something that we will never see again, right? Like the LeBron is another good example of this. Like there will be another great player. There will be another best player in the league within 10 years. Like somebody will take his place as he ages out. But it's one of those rare times where last night he comes up to bat, and we've almost kind of slid back into this category where you expect him to do the thing that is completely irrational to expect. Like I almost expect him to hit a home run when he gets in the batter's box now. You almost expect him to always hit the ball hard.
You know when you can feel that the most is if you get a chance to go to a Dodger game and just his music comes on and he walks up to the plate and every single person in there is the first thought I think is like home run.
Yep.
Like it's just that's, and when he gets up and when he gets set and he's into his windup, you're thinking 100-mile-an-hour fastball right past the guy. It's just the optimism that you carry with his at-bats and his pitches is unrivaled.
I count myself a member of this particular tribe that I'm going to talk about here, Dodger fans. You go to a Dodger game, and I'm as guilty as this as anybody else, but for the most of the time, you're not plugged in every pitch. You're taking a sip of your beer, you're talking to your buddy, you're staring at your phone for half a second, you're looking to see what the outfielder is, there's a beach ball, like you're distracted, and then, you watch, okay, and then you're distracted. When Ohtani comes up to bat, everybody in the ballpark is fully locked in on what he's doing. I've never seen anything like that, and this is why I don't want to say I don't understand it, but putting him back in the lineup on the days that he's pitching to hit, like that just makes all the sense in the world to me. And he's got it figured out again. I try to soak it all in. Maybe you're the same way with LeBron, like to just really sit back and say, this is something you're never going to see again. Enjoy every single moment of it, because he's not going to be a two-way guy forever. At least I don't think so. He's probably the greatest person ever to put on a pair of cleats or pick up a baseball bat. He can do things that no one's ever done. And I find myself at times like kind of being like, oh, yeah, I had a good game. Like last night, he was okay. It's like, no, hold on a second. He hit a home run as the leadoff batter and threw 6 innings of no-hit baseball. And it was like, yeah, okay, yeah, it was all right.
Well, I get into arguments sometimes I have a few friends who grew up here and grew up with the Showtime Lakers and then got through Kobe Shaq and then Kobe Powell, Lamar, and then got through LeBron and on to so basically they're spoiled, okay? And you can say the same thing about some other sports and the Dodgers in a different way now. Because I grew up in a place that did not expect to win, other than a couple of in Minnesota, you had the Twins win twice when I was a kid. That's it. No other team was good. The Vikings were always like good but never great. They had the one year that showed, blah blah blah. But when I get here and I got to watch Kobe play every night and then go straight into LeBron, 8 years of each. It's easier for me, I think, to appreciate the day-to-day greatness, and yet I still can't possibly do it. And I couldn't have been closer to it. It's just it's very difficult.
I guess it's just human,
it's
right?
It's just exactly that's the point. It's human. When you see something and it's right in front of you, you can't put it into historical context every day.
Yeah,
I think we should try to an extent, but it is very hard. And it's like think about I mentioned think about a comedian or something and watching like Jerry Seinfeld. And when you see it in person and you know how great it is. And well, can you appreciate that when you do it when he does it again the next week?
Right.
I don't know. It's a hard thing to do, but you're right. Shohei is right there right now. He's in the moment.
No hitter home run.
Got to try to soak it up.
He was all right. Like that's just stupid. Little shop talk to close out the show. Start with this one. Jerry West would have been celebrating a birthday today. Jerry passed in 2024. How much time did you get to spend around him? I've told the story a million times. I'm not going to tell you. I got to play around the golf with him one time, and it was fascinating just to listen to him, watch him. You obviously got to spend a lot more time with him than that.
Well, so my first, I'll just tell one story. My first season, and I came out and I was pitching all these ideas. Hey, here's what we do on the website. can I do like a legend series where we basically sit down and I ask them about the history, and they're like, sure, why not? Take a camera. So I go out with my buddy Ty Nowell. We go to Jerry's house in Bel Air, sit down across from him, and I do a half-hour interview, and it's amazing. I'm asking him about what was it like with Elgin Baylor and finally breaking through, and the frustration about just all the stuff that you would ask Gary West.
Sure.
And then, okay, but how about your time? How did you get Shaq to come? How did you decide Kobe? And what about what really happened in the workout with Michael Cooper? And just stuff that any sports nerd would want to know. And then the camera goes off, and I got another hour of just listening to him just fire off takes.
Yeah.
And just all, and this is when anybody, what I'm sure you got on the golf course, right? That side of Jerry West, because on camera, right, it was super polished, super clean,
Very.
super. And then when it clicked off, and he started asking me, hey, what do you think of this player? And depending on how I would respond, then he would give me much more of a real answer than I thought was possibly going to come to just some kid that he had no idea who he was before 5 minutes prior to that. Again, he literally had just met me, had never heard of me before.
That's incredible.
And I was just a kid asking him questions. And that was a true thrill. And I got to have a few other kind of those interviews that I would do with him. And then once the camera got off, it was amazing.
I mean, everybody's psychology is their own. And Jerry obviously dealt with a lot of stuff and was a very emotional person, but he was so good at that. I wish more people, and he was very accessible to the media. It wasn't like he was hard to get to or hard to find. Like he was available. If you wanted to talk to Jerry, you probably could. Mm-hmm. But when he would get going and just kind of open up, like, he's as good as that as anybody I've ever heard.
And part of the reason is because he's just smart.
Yeah.
You know, and he's obsessed, and he knew the game. He watched everybody. Yeah, truly a completely unprecedented career to go from being that great as a player and then have that much success as a manager.
If we're going to combine those two things, he's the GOAT, right? Like, as far as the best executive that also was the best player, I mean, the only other one that kind of comes up is Ozzie Newsome from the Ravens and his Hall of Fame playing career. But I think Jerry even eclipses that.
I mean, the basketball equivalent, I mean, Phil Jackson was a role player and won a couple of titles in the Knicks, and then I think the greatest coach ever.
Yeah.
But, and then he didn't really, the executive thing was short-lived. Like, he was a coach. And you think of I
don't think
even
you'd
else
be
in the conversation
if you don't grind it out. And
I mean,
Jerry would still grind
right.
it out into his 70s.
I mean, so Pat Riley, but Pat wasn't the level of player that Jerry West was. So he went on to become the level he had the success as a coach and as an executive. But to be one of the top, put him somewhere between the top 10 and the top 15. Like, he's in that.
Yeah.
It's not like we're not talking about even a good, he was a all-time legendary great finals MVP when the team lost.
And the top one executive.
Yeah.
The top two if you want to be rude.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, you're probably not going to see that again.
Happy birthday, Jerry West. All right, so we'll see whether or not Wemby empties the clip, so to speak, whatever he's got. That's going to get going here in just a couple of minutes. Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. Spurs got a chance to send it back to OKC. OKC looking to close it out and get the final started against the Knicks in just a little bit. Trudell, always a fantastic time having you in here.
Ball
we will see you all
knowers.
tomorrow. That's me. I'm a ball knower now, too. Two times ball knower. We'll see you all tomorrow. It's DeMarco and Trav, ESPN LA.